Evening, everyone. Evening. Hope everyone's well. The sheriff's in town, so we thought we'd have the old call-in show. Why he's about, and then he tells me he's off tomorrow as well. So
Rained
I'm
off,
like,
mate.
hey,
Rained
the
off.
sheriff's in town.
Rained
There you
off,
go.
mate.
You get him
Happy
tonight.
days.
You get him tomorrow morning. What more could you people want? There you go. The sheriff is back for one night only and one morning only, and then he's probably
Guest
back
appearance,
to work.
mate.
But there you go.
Well, no,
Sheriff's in town.
hang on a minute, mate.
What?
It's only, 5 days, mate, and there'll be loads.
Well, yeah, there is that as well. There is that as well. Big up to everyone who's in so far. Still a few gonna creep in as the night goes on, but big up to everyone who's in. Yeah, you know how it is.
And this is how highly organised we are. Obviously, we're very professional on this channel.
Of course.
The thumbnail, I did see the thumbnail, and I forgot to send Nigel a link. So while the intro was going on, I quickly sent him it.
There you go. He might make an appearance then.
Who knows?
Well, who knows? I have put the feelers out to a few people, by the way. I haven't sent them the link because other things were happening with my blower for the last 2 hours. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I haven't sent the link out, but we will stick it in the chat in just a few minutes, and then whoever wants to join can join. You know, it is what it is. Sheriff, we're going to talk about just Spurs tonight. We're going to talk about Daddy Davis's contracts. That's caused a right stir amongst the Tottenham fans.
No, obviously I've been at work, mate. I was up at 5 this morning.
I'll enlighten you, Sheriff. Go on.
I believe there has been a bit of ruckus going on.
Wow. It seems like in some of the old WhatsApp groups, there's a bit of a to-do going on, you know.
Well, yeah, I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah. So it's like basically it's divided two ways. There's people that think, you know, Daddy Davis is here. He's been here, seen it, done it. Another year won't make no difference. And then you've got the people on the other side that are like, come on, man, this geezer's been here for however long. He needs to go. But then you've got the people in the third corner that are like, perhaps they've given him a contract so he finishes doing his coaching stuff and stays at Spurs. Perhaps he took a wage cut. Who knows? Who knows?
Nobody knows, do they?
There's three sorts of campers for it.
Are we saying hellos first, or do you want me to have my quick say on it? Or?
Well, you say what you think, Sheriff. It is your show as well, you know. And
no. I don't know whether you want to do the hellos first or.
Well, no, however you want to do it, Sheriff. I'm sweet.
It ain't going to take long. Now, to me, Ben Davis. Right. Is Ben Davis good enough? No. Even I agree with that. Right? Has Ben Davis been a loyal servant of the club? Yes, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Did Robert De Zerbi personally mention him at the end of the season for helping getting us over the line and avoiding relegation with his attitude and his commitment to the club? Yes, he did. Right? Now, Ben Davis, to me, he's one of them 6 or 7 out of 10 every week. There's not many games. I know. We did a call-in show or something. Someone said, he got torn to bits in one game, but he's like 6 or 7 out of 10 every game, isn't
he? Yeah.
I think 6. He's a solid 6 every game. Is he the best? No. We all know that. But to me, we did a show the other day when the rumours of them extending it for a year was mentioned.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm willing to have a bet you don't make one Premiership appearance for us.
Yeah.
You only got one game a week.
Yeah.
And let's face it, barring a disaster, surely we can't have as many injuries as we had last year.
Well, you would hope not. You would hope not.
Well,
yeah.
If we get as many injuries as we had last year, mate, I'm convinced now that we're cursed.
Well, yeah.
And I was more than willing to make a bet he won't make a Premier League appearance.
Right. Okay.
Will he get a few minutes in the Carabao Cup? Maybe. I mean, personally, I think he's there because I know he has done some of his coaching badges, but how far he's along the track, I don't know. But to me, he's good in the dressing room. He's experienced. He's a Wales international. I mean, to me, keep him around. I got no problem. I've never had a problem with Ben Davies. You know that, mate, as long as we've been doing this channel. I've always said he's 6 out of 10. Is he good enough? Probably not. But he's good to have about for the youngsters.
Fair play,
we just bought that. We got Sousa, haven't we, that we brought in from Argentina. Let him take him under his wing.
What, and let Doggy and Robertson just sort of get on with it and fight out who's going to play more regularly of the two?
Yeah, well, to be honest, all right, you could say, is your Doggy good enough? To me, he's a little bit better than Ben Davies. And that's it. He ain't shown me nothing. Well, he's been bloody injured. He gets injured twice a year at least. All right, Ben Davies snapped his ankle.
There is that. Sheriff. I think
I got no problems with him hanging about. I mean,
I have.
He ain't going to get game time anyway, is he?
I get the point of I'm sort of in the camp. If they're keeping him for the coaching purposes, yeah, I ain't got a problem with that, right? Because I think someone like him, if they got involved with, say, the youth team, something like that, he knows the way that Spurs want to play. He'll know that from De Zerbi and other managers before him, I suppose, the way that they like to play, right? So, listen, no one knows what, he might have been on 80 grand a week and they've said to him, right, we'll give you 30 grand a week or 20 grand a week. Who knows? You do your coaching stuff, Ben, and, you get your badges. We'll make sure you've got a job here when you're done, and you'll get then a coaching contract, So
here he is. He woke up.
I'm sort of there with it, and then on the playing side of it, I just think it's time to move on that side of it. But at the same time, if it is about coaching, right, I haven't got a problem with that, about keeping him at the club for those purposes. So it's just where I am with it. I just think we've got to move on the field. We've got to move on from Ben Davies's.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, mate. I'm not saying that. It's like I said on the brunch the other morning. Like, I'm willing to bet he won't get any Premier League minutes anyway.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Hello, Nige.
Hello, I had to come on. You were talking about Daddy Davis.
Well, yeah, it was just having a little conflab about. Listen, Nige, you heard what I said. I'm not. No. Is he good enough? Not if we're moving on. No, he's not. Right? But Mark's right. Do you expect him to play any minutes? Probably not. Right? Unless we get injuries like we had last year and it just sort of happens to all four centre halves. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to play. Right? So the chances are that they have said to him, Ben, we know you're doing your badges. We know where you are. And and, get your badges done this season and we'll make sure you're employed by the club type of thing as a youth team coach, whatever, under 21 free coach, whatever it is. Where are you with it, Nige? Where are you at?
Well, like I said, I've only got till 8 o'clock because I promised Charlie I'd do something. But where I am with Davis is, listen, I get the argument. Like Sheriff, I get the argument. He's not going to be our number one starter. We all know that. He's never been a first team regular, is he? He's always been a squad player.
Yeah.
Like, he's been with us 12 years. This will be his 13th. He's been loyal. He's never done a thing wrong off the pitch. He's always been a model pro. He's a great professional to have a lot around. He's a leader. And I'm hearing people say, on one hand, we don't need him. Okay, well, if we sell Dragishin and Romero, which looks like we're going to, if we bring Van Hecker in, which it looks like we're going to, and at the moment, it looks like Buskovich is probably going to go back out on loan, it means we've got 4 centre-halves.
Yep.
Yeah, what if a Van der Ven pulled a hamstring in the first 6 weeks of the season? Then we've only got Senesi at left centre-back. We need someone on the bench. Davis comes in on the bench. Might not play any minutes. Might play the odd minute here or there. But again, like Sheriff said, always a 6 out of 10. Never anything more. Never anything less. And I'm also hearing people say, we want better. We want to better the squad. I get that as well. But we've now got Van der Ven and Senesi as our first choice centre-backs, left centre-backs. Who are we going to bring in that plays centre-back that's going to be like, yeah, I'll come in as third choice. Not a problem. It's either going to be someone really young, who we don't want, or it's going to be someone really old, like a Davis. So why not
like
just
Davis? Exactly. No, I was going to say like.
Yeah. So that's where I am. I don't really care. Listen, of course I want to make the squad better, but I just think we got bigger fish to fry in bigger areas than Davis.
I agree with that point. Yeah, I do get. I'm with you on that, Nigel. We have got bigger fish to fry. There's no doubt about that. Listen, is what is. Big up to everyone that's in the chat. Sorry we haven't come to you. Do you want to? Should we flick through a few quick, Mark, and then
we can say some.
Nigel's only here till 8, and I'll whack the link in. But go on, mate. Big up, Logan. Evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. Big up, mate. Thanks. Big up to you. Big up, Dave. I'll chuck the link in a minute, Dave. Mate. Just bear with us.
He was one of the ones that was biting. You only got to cast the bread upon the water, mate.
That's it, mate.
Cast the bread upon the water, and they all start nibbling. When I was putting gifts in the Davis and all that. And then I mentioned Darren Lennon as well. The nibbles.
And he mentioned Johnson as well. Johnson had to come in, and then I bit then. I was the fighter then.
It's easy. It's Control and Z, mate. If you press Control and Z,
he's
the correct buttons.
He's a right turd sometimes. He really is.
I saw it.
Big up, Ghosted. Big up, Ghosted.
Big up, Ghosted.
Big up, Ghosted.
Ghosted. Member of the Mark Army. Original member.
Big up, Mark. Evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. Mate.
Flix is in.
Big up, Flixie. Big up, Flix.
Hayden's in.
Evening, Hayden. Evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. Big up. Cobra Air.
I see. I read it.
Yeah, right. Mark, when it came up, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I'm looking at it, and I'm like,
you say this?
What does that say? I'm thinking to myself, what does that say? And I couldn't spit it out at all, and I got there in the end. But I did have trouble with that. But obviously now I've seen it, I know what it is. It's mad, isn't it?
Rodney's in. Big up, Rodders.
Big up, Rodders. Big up, Corbier, by the way. Big up to you.
And the Stoic.
The Stoic is in the house, people. The Stoic is in.
Stoic.
Big up to the Stoic. Hope you're
Paintings for sale.
Here we go.
Pete's
talk about that as well.
Big up.
Evening, Pete. Big up, Pete.
Stokesy's in.
Big up, John. Evening to you, John. Hope you're well. Big up, mate. And yes, John.
Lisa's here.
Up,
one
Lisa.
of the originals.
There you go.
In the chat on our first ever stream.
There you go. Evening, Lisa. Hope you're well.
Yeah, big up, Lisa. Psycho teacher, big up, mate.
Psycho teacher's in.
All the way in Brazil.
Psycho teacher.
All the way in Brazil.
Psycho teacher. Could you click on the next comment down, Sheriff, please? Yes, John. Yes, John. It was, hang on a minute, people. As you can see over the shoulder there, the Graham Roberts photograph has appeared. I will move slightly out of the way here just so you can get the full view. What you see is what it is.
Can you get it off the wall, mate, and hold it up to the camera?
Well, yeah, I can do, yeah.
Just don't drop it or smash it up.
Oh, they don't drop it. There we go. I've got it. I don't know how close I got to bring it. Should be all right. But
Beautiful,
there you
mate.
go.
Nice.
In the post, in the box, left outside, replica medal, signed by Graham Roberts. And what makes it even more special for me, and why I wanted this picture was that I was there that night. I was at White Hart Lane that night. We lifted the trophy.
Where were you stood again? I'm not sure you've ever told this story.
No, night I'll never forget. You know how it is, people.
Stood on the shelf.
And, I had to have this picture. And Stokesy,
right.
Stokesy said, lads, Graham Roberts got a picture for sale. If anyone's interested, mate, I was, as you probably all saw, or you two did, I was like, bang, where is it? How much? Who do I get in touch with? Boom, boom, boom. Well, Graham himself. So he sent me an email. I sent one back, put the money in his account. He sent me the picture. And there it is, signed and absolutely beautiful. So I'm well chuffed with that, people. Well chuffed with it. There'll be more coming.
When's he coming on the show, Cookie? You got his email, now?
I did put, I've got to tell you, I don't know if that's straight or not. I think it is. I did put in the email, by the way, Graham, I've got a little channel, you know, as you do. No comment to that whatsoever. No comment. So what can I do? But the picture's here, people. The picture's here, and I'm.
Well, now you're his best mate. Wait till we get back from Portugal and flick him an email.
Well, I might well do. But Stokesy, cheers for that, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, and that's
anyway,
it's made my I don't know what you'd call it, really, week.
I think he was up the allotment, mate, because I was commenting on Ben's Coffee Company the other day, and I forgot to sign out of my YouTube account, and he said, "Oh, hello, Cookie." I was like, "Is he here?" And then I realised I was still on your account, mate.
Oh, well,
I think he was at the allotment. And Ben and Brian was on there, and they said, we love you, but it said you say hellos, and it takes like 40 minutes.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, well, you bet.
Yeah.
It wouldn't, but you know, go on. We do butt in. Big up, Stokesy, by the way. Big up, John.
Scotty's in.
Big up, Scotty. Hope you're well. Big up, Scott.
DJ.
Big up, mate. Big up, man.
Paul Brown's in, YouTube member.
Go on, Brownie. Big up,
Big up, Brownie. Nita's in.
Big up, Nita. Evening.
Big up.
Evening to you.
Oh, of course. Lee Payne is in. Always
May the
here.
force be with us, as always.
Big up, Lee. Can I say something quickly, which I thought was quite funny this morning? So we were driving up to Leicester. I was a passenger going up with Charlie to collect his uni stuff. And I had your guys' show on in the background. And I was listening to it. And Charlie's like, "Have you made a comment?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm the next one. When I said I'm the next one, we'd pass a service station. My comment didn't get read out until the next service station.
Sorry.
Like he's going to say it in a minute, and he's just starting about something else.
I know. It's terrible, isn't it? It's like something comes into your head during that, you know, and you just go way off course, Nigel. I do apologise, mate. I do apologise. I did say hello, though, when I got there.
You did. Yeah, you did.
Right. Let's see who else is there. I should have had this prepared, wasn't it, when you two were talking?
Well, it is what it is. Big up, Norm. Big up, Norm.
Big up.
Well, mate. Big up to you.
Kev Williams, YouTube member.
Kev's in. Big up, Kev. Hope you're well, mate.
Eddie's in.
Eddie's in. Big up, Eddie. Evening to you, Ed.
Yeah.
Big up, Joe.
Big up, Joe. Joe's here.
And don't
Ronnie's
forget, all
here.
you guys, tomorrow as well in the morning, the brunch will be on 9:30. I'm just saying it now. That's why you're all here. Before you all
and
leave.
I will be on.
Yeah.
I will be on. Work is rained off. It's meant to absolutely persistently rain here tomorrow. And they can't surface dress, mate. Because if that nasty stuff they spray all over the roads gets washed in the drain, then
we'll all get poisoned.
Yeah, people will be moaning of illness. And
no, we don't want that.
Because there was panic stations today, mate, because there was puddles of it where they just sprayed it. And it absolutely hoyed it down, they covered the drains up anyway.
Yeah.
But we had to put sandbags all around the drains, mate, so it didn't run in there. All sorts of nastiness effect goes down the drain.
Yeah, I get that.
CEM's
Big up,
in.
CEM. Big up, mate. Hope
Big
you're well.
up.
Can I just click on a comment before you get to the next hello, Mark?
Yeah.
Just briefly. Ghosted says, Nige, what do you think about this? 75k a week for Davis, 85k a week for Gray, makes up the extra money to pay a player like Victor Osimhen 350k a week. But we complain he wants too much money.
That is if Davis is on 85k a week. We don't know what his new contract is, do we? But I get the point. I'm just thinking if we let Davis go, we are going to have to replace him. That's the problem.
Yeah. Big up. I thought that was an interesting point. Go on, Mark. You carry on, mate.
That was right before the next hello.
There you go. Big up, Mario. Evening to you, mate. Oh, you're well.
Oh, here we go.
Daryl. Yeah.
Daryl's
big up,
in.
Daryl. Evening, Daryl. He says Ben Davis proved nothing has changed. There you go.
Window's not open yet.
Yeah. There you go. Reese is in. Darren. Big up to you, Darren.
Big
Hope
up,
you're well,
Darren.
mate.
Schultz is here.
Schultz is in the house. Big up, Schultz.
Is here.
Evening to you, Schultz. Big up to you.
Mr. M.
Big up, Mr. M.
Now.
Big up, Mr. M. Hope you're well. Wenger out. Come on, you Spurs.
Always. Claire's here.
Evening, Claire. Evening
Claire.
to you. Hope you're well.
Daniel.
Savings?
Big up.
Who's Savings?
Senesi. It's got to be Senesi.
That means Senesi. Yeah. Senesi isn't going to the World Cup, so we could get that sorted at any time. Is there any news on Senesi?
Was it Savinio?
He's put a message out, mate.
Could be Savinio.
Oh. Senesi's put a message out, hasn't he?
Yeah. It must be Savinio. That's Savinio. Yeah, you're right. No,
all right.
Savinio. Yeah. It could be if he's not going to the World Cup, mate. Yeah, they need to deal with it and get it done, Daniel. As I've said on the show, you know, him and Van Heck, if they're serious, don't mess about. Get it done before the World Cup starts. Just get it done. Pay what you got to pay. Get them in. Done.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, that's a serious club.
Yeah. A users in.
Big up, A user. Big up.
Yeah. Oh, Rabbit Man.
Big up, Rabbit Man. Hope you will. If it's 40k a week, they've chopped him in half because he was on 80k.
Yeah, there you go.
So that might tell you what's really happening with him. They don't expect him to play coaching stuff.
He's going to be in the classroom. That's what that tells me.
Of course he is.
Leadership.
There we go. Daniel says, sorry, you meant Savio.
There you go. Yeah, I'm with you.
Amazingly, mate, we're at the bottom.
There you go. I'm sure the chat
is the last one that's coming.
I'm sure the chat will build up. Kev says, I have no issue with keeping Davies a real pro, and he's reliable to fall back on when we need him. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Nige, give us your but I know you when you say you got to go at 8, it means you got to go at 8. Give us your overview so far of the window not being open yet, but the business that Spurs have done and are trying to do.
Well, we're making moves early, aren't we? We've got Senesi in, which has now been made official, which is good news. Obviously, Robertson's in as well. I'm still undecided on Savio, if I'm honest. For me, he doesn't excite, but just because he's had a poor year at City doesn't mean necessarily he's going to be poor for us. He might come in. He might be the move that he needs, free him up a little bit, because I've heard you say before as well, Cookie, City play very rigid. It's very much your wingers can't really, he doesn't like wingers to take men on so much, does he? He likes it to get it, play it back, make space for. So maybe a move to Spurs would be good for him. I really want Van Heck. I think he'd be brilliant. We've got a lot to do, though. A lot to do.
You sneak the link in,
like I said before.
I was going to say, I ain't got to the bottom yet. I was just going to say, big up Scott.
For me
I was just going to say, big up Scott, and I seen someone appear in the bar. I thought, you sneak the link in before I see the bottom of the chat.
I've learned that when you pass over to someone, if you've got someone on with you and they're talking, that's when you do the bits that you've got to do when you're not talking.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Sort of thing, anyway.
Well, just a couple of hellos, and we'll say hello to Dave. Big up, Dave, by the way.
It's all right, mate.
Aussie Ange is in.
Big up, Aussie Ange.
Put $500 on Spurs to be champions of England.
Also have another 500 for us to get in the Champions League. The good times are coming. By the way, Aussie Ange, like I say, I love your positivity. Is there any chance you could lend us $50? Because I'm skint. And as you've got that much money to put on Spurs, to probably not do what you're asking them to do, you could lend me $50.
Stickers and super chats are available, and memberships, like and subscribe and all that.
I did not know he was going to say that. Big up, Aussie Ange.
Shameless.
Shameless.
Kev's in.
Big up, Kev.
What's your thoughts on?
It's an Irish name, that, Sheriff.
Yeah.
It's the old Liverpool keeper, reserve keeper, that went to. Where did he go? Remind me, people. Where did Kelleher go?
It says here Brentford.
Right, Brentford. There you go. Sorry, I didn't read the rest of the thing. He's a very good keeper, I think. Kelleher. I don't know what you guys think. I think he's very good. But
Top keeper, yeah.
we've got the Kinkmeister, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? We've got the Kinkmeister. Listen. Paulinia, yeah, he kept us in the Premier League, but so did Kinski. Right, with some absolutely wonderful saves that would have changed where we finished in the league this season. There's no doubt about that.
The Leeds game.
Oh, just the Leeds game and the Wolves game. Just those two games. You know, massive. And like we've all said on here before, to come back from what he went through against Atletico Madrid, the humiliation of it, that it would have turned a lot of people totally the other way. To come back from that, I'm like, fair play, Kinks, all day long, mate. I love you now. I think he's been wonderful. Honestly, I do. I think he's been, and I think he should be given a chance. You know, especially through the summer. Let De Zerbi see what he's got, and you know, if he's up to scratch, let him play. Let him play. Looks like he can play football on the floor. He can kick with both feet. He can catch the ball. And he can make important saves. What more do you want from your keeper? And he's young. He's young. So, you know, we get a good few years out of him. Let him settle in. I say anyway, let him have a go. You lads might say something different. But for me, Kinski, without him, we wouldn't be in the Premier League this season.
No, I agree. I mean, it's like you said, mate, he's only young. Is he the top keeper that we're screaming out for? No. Could he be? Who knows? You know, I mean, I'd certainly put it this way. I would like us to get another one in.
Yeah.
Maybe Keller. And see what De Zerbi makes of him.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah.
Let him fight out.
Yeah. What does anyone else think? Hello, Mark, by the way. Evening to you. Mark Army.
Evening, guys. Evening.
Hope you're well, Mark. Hope you're well.
I'm very well. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'll go. I think next year without Europe, and really we don't expect to be that high up in the league. We're not going to be pushing, you know, second, third or fourth. So it might be a good opportunity for him to play out the rest of the season, or to next season to be given the number one, you know, the jersey for the number one keeper, in my opinion, because there's not as much pressure next year as there would be if we had Champions League or, you know, going for top four. So I think probably next year, give him a go.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mark. I'm with you. Like you say, less pressure, you know, next year. Like you said, no European football as such. It's another year that he could bed in, another year's worth of experience as such. And, you know, he'd have to be the unluckiest geezer in the world for that shit to happen again, what happened in Madrid. Let's be honest. I mean, that was, shocking to all of us. Let's be fair about it. I think we was all so gutted when it all happened, that 15, 20 minutes of that game. But listen, like I said, to show the mentality that he showed, to come back to make really important saves at the end of this season, that's probably the majority of what's kept us in the league with Paulinia's really important goals that we've scored. Dave, Nige, where are you at with Kinski?
I rate him. I like him. I thought he's had a night to forget in the Champions League was probably his most grandest of stages at the time in a Spurs shirt, and it's not it wasn't intentional. Do you know what I mean? He slipped over, and took like a couple of occasions, and do you know what I mean? And it just cost us. Unfortunately, it's just one of those very most unfortunate things. But he dusted off the cobwebs. He didn't bitch or moan about it. Do you know what I mean? He just cracked on with his game, showed proper professionalism. And technically speaking, if it weren't for him, we'd be going down with so many important saves in vital games towards the last 3 or 4 games of the season. I still think we need another keeper. Do you know what I mean? Because Vicario's going. I would take a stab at Trafford from City, because it would be good for Kinski for having a bit of competition, isn't it? So competition's key if you're trying to climb up the table. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I like him, Kinski, and it wouldn't bother me I wouldn't be upset if he was our number 1 next season. I wouldn't be upset about it.
I'm just going to ask, we are Spurs TV.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I'm just going to flick back a couple. Nige, you got Argentina.
Apparently so.
Was you in the comments? Did you comment on Ben's show?
I did.
No, I was in the car.
Well, I was working. Can I ask, we are Spurs TV, who the hell did I get? If I was even on it.
I don't know. I got was it Ghana?
Oh, is that what Ben was in the Tottenham on tour group saying when he said?
Yeah, he was doing the wheel. I didn't realise, and I don't know if I caught the show after it or before it. I think it may have been before they did the wheel, but yeah,
I've seen it in that group that the wheel was advertising, so I took it. It was the wheel of corruption.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Who the hell did I get then? I'm
don't
going to have to rewatch Ben's show earlier.
Someone might put it in the chat for you. You never know.
Hopefully.
You never know. Who did the Sheriff get on Tottenham on tour today, people? If anyone knows, there you go. Trafford for as a reserve keeper for Colin. Big up, Colin. Evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah. That's what I thought. I've been saying that, and I 30th of June because obviously different players come in at different times, and their contracts start on different dates. So it sort of made sense that they'd said, well, yeah, we've signed him, but we can't announce him yet because his Bournemouth contract don't run out until the 30th of June.
Well, Ozzy Ange answered you as well. No, you can't borrow $50. But if the bets come in, there'll be a super chat coming in.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Big up, Ozzy Ange. Big up, Ozzy Ange. We love you. Love the positivity.
Yeah.
Bit over the top sometimes, I've got to say. But
sometimes I do wonder about your mentality when.
Well, listen, Mark goes straight in for the art there and talks about mentality and all that. Ozzy Ange, I just call you positive because fair play to you. Fair play to you.
Fair up you for being positive, but for the last 2 years, it's very difficult to find any positive points.
Well, this is what it is at the end of the day. But you got to have people around like Ozzy Ange. You've got to have them to keep.
Yeah, there you go.
The positivity. Is there Look at this. You're going to laugh, and I swear I haven't looked at there you go. I weren't even looking at the comments. We was talking about that. And Pete says, I'm seeing a lot of positivity, Ghosted, and I kind of get it. I don't know if that was in relation to Ozzy Angie's comment, maybe not. But listen, people, there seems to be a lot of positivity growing in the, like they say, in the Spurs fan base. I mean, maybe not on here so much. We're always very wary on here, and the people that come on. Lads, what's different this time? I mean, Joe Lewis selling his paintings for transfer funds. What's going on? What's going on with Joe?
I feel like there's a bit of a meltdown in the fan base. From what I've been reading on Twitter and stuff like that, fans are apoplectic about the fact that we've not signed anyone, but the window's not even open. You know, we've signed 2-3 signings, which are good quality squad signings that will improve our squad. That if Van der Ven's out, and not a massive drop off to Senesi, that Robertson will compete with a doggy. I don't see there's anything to be negative about in the moment. Don't get me wrong, by the end of August that might change, but right now, you know, I think we got to try and be positive, right? Because let's see what we do on the 15th. Is it the 15th the window opens?
I believe so, Monday.
Yeah.
Let's see what we do Monday and when we're away. And you know, but at the moment, for me, there's nothing to be negative about.
Well, for me, this is the most unlike Tottenham thing that's ever happened. 2 signings in, the bloody window ain't even opened. Normally, it's like whenever a window shuts, it's August sometime, isn't it? 2 days before the window shuts, we normally panic, shit our pants, and then get the scraps off the floor and overpay for them. The scraps that nobody else wants, we'll pick them up and overpay for them.
Because they've just had 3 good games at the World Cup.
Yes, that's the sort of things we normally do. Or even if there ain't a World Cup. When did we ever make signings before the window's open? Very, very rarely.
We don't.
Because all the shows that I watched before this channel started, and some of them I was on, certainly if I was watching, I was putting the comments, have we signed anyone yet? Yeah. That's where that comes from. I started that. Anyone else claims it, you're wrong. You're just wrong. That's the end of it. I started, have we signed anyone yet?
What's going on here? I started that.
I did. I know I did it.
I'm not saying you didn't.
This was going on years ago, mate. Every channel I was watching, have we signed anyone yet?
Have we signed anyone
Sheriff,
yet?
you know you're getting a T-shirt now. Have we signed anyone yet?
Have we signed
someone to send one in. He's a medium, if anyone wants to know. A T-shirt with, have I signed anyone yet? Yeah, God, that would be amazing. Excuse me. Chaps, has anyone else got a comment? Mark, have you got a comment on that about Spurs? I didn't hear.
I think there's a famous Christmas movie that says seeing is believing. So until I see it going in the right direction, I'm not saying it hasn't, but we all know that we all got excited over Eze and Morgan Gibbs White last year, and it just. I don't know, with this board, is it just a case of sprinkle a little bit of magic and you all come running back with your season tickets, and then before we know, after you pay for them, that is, that we're back in the doldrums again. I'm yet to be totally convinced, let's put it that way.
Are you happy with, you know, Robertson coming in and a Senesi coming in and hopefully a Van Heck and hopefully a Silvino, Mark? Is that you know, a good start?
Oh yeah, I think I've got no problems with the signings, but like most of us, we're a bit greedy. We want to see more. We want to see 7 in. We've had enough of Richarlisons and the Tells and the Dominic Solankis and all that. Let's see a bit of quality in, especially up front.
Yeah. I think De Zerbi's come out and said that he's like got to basically not gut the team, but you know, start at the back, work his way forward. Let's just hope they get to the forwards before the transfer window closes. I think we all know we're desperate for an 8, desperate for Paulinia to sign. Otherwise, we're going to have to look for another player that's whether it's a ball playing 6 or you want another destroyer like Paulinho was, whatever it is, we're going to need one. If it's not going to be him, we're going to need a central midfielder. We need a left winger. We need 1/2 centre forwards, and probably need someone on the right as well. For Kudos can't play every game, so there's still a lot to do, and that's without getting rid of outers. Yeah,
also, I'd say is we need people out as well as in.
Yeah, that was what I was just saying at the end. Yeah. We need to get people out.
Yeah,
like we've said, massively bloated squad. Chaps, thoughts on that? Nige, Dave, Mark, whoever wants to go.
Go on, Nige.
He's got a mouthful.
I'll go then. I'll go. Right. What was the question again, Cookie? Sorry.
Oh, come on, man. What are we doing here?
Sorry.
Signings in, as in, the 4 that we've been linked with. Happy with that. But obviously, we need a lot more than that. 8s, 10s, left wing, centre forwards. Spurs going to have enough time in the transfer window with a World Cup to be able to get more in than maybe those 4 that could be lined up before the World Cup starts or just after it starts?
Yeah, they've got plenty of time. Because, let's be honest, they've signed 2 already, and the other 2 look like pretty much Savinho and Van Heck look pretty much imminent, very imminent, probably before the weekends. We do need a number 8 big time. We do need a number 8 because just players like Bentancur, Gallagher, they're not ball playing central midfielders. They can't find on a quick turn. Do you know what I mean? They can't find one of the wingers or the more advanced attackers in them key areas. They just never. They're just sideways passers, aren't they? They're sideways passers. But yeah, we need a lot. We need another winger, possibly 2, because, like you said, Kudus can't play every single game in the season, can he? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? There's another freebie up for grabs as well. Who's just left Fulham, Harry Wilson.
Yeah.
Not saying anything, but I wouldn't say no to him. I wouldn't say that. Do you know what I mean?
Squad player? No, I wouldn't.
Very good. I think he'd be a great squad player for a team who's only playing 1 game a week. I think that's ideal. In the dream world, I'd love Akliush, but do you know what I mean? That's like a 40 to 50 million pound transfer. So we'll see with that one. But we've got to buy a new striker. We can't go another season with Solanke and Richie. We just cannot do that again. I don't think they're good enough. Yeah, Richie scored quite a few goals for us last season, but I mean, if you look at his overall play, he's still a terrible football player, and he's still a terrible footballer, isn't he? Hasn't. Do you know what I mean? If we're all honest with ourselves, he's not the best out there, is he? We should be doing much better than what he is, and that's what I've been going on about. Gonzalo Ramos from PSG. Yep. Allegedly, he's been offered to us. And us, a striker, I wouldn't say no to. Also, we've been sniffing around what I've been reading over the last couple of days, the possibilities of signing Vlahovic from Juventus, because he wants 8 million a year, which is 145 grand a week, if my maths is correct. Do you know what I mean? It's even if, do you know what I mean? I know he's flattered to deceive with Juventus, but do you know what I mean?
If you start mentioning Vlahovic, these 2 are going to blow their nuts off.
No. Listen,
I might.
Listen, at the end of the day, I can't remember who it was talking to, Dave. Sorry to interrupt.
You're right.
Keep in your head where you was up to. Who was I talking to the other day? It was someone on here. I can't remember who it was. And we was talking about Vlahovic, and they said, "Oh, it was Stell. It was Stell." I don't know if anyone remembers. he'd done one of his little videos that he does on players that Spurs are interested in or touted with or whatever the word is you want to use. And apparently he does everything okay except he doesn't press.
Yes, I saw that video, and that's what he said. He said he's not. De Zerbi insists on a high press, doesn't he?
Yeah. So perhaps he's not his cup of tea. Here's another one from Flicks, Ivan Toney. I don't know what people think about Ivan Toney.
I'm not sure. How old is he now?
Money with him, innit?
29?
Yeah, he's 29.
29.
I got an interesting question, guys, before I drop off.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people saying that we're not going to get 2 strikers. We're only going to get 1, and we're going to keep the other one. A lot of people saying Solanke's the one that's going to stay. Richie's the one that's going to leave. I just want to know what you guys feel, because personally, if we have to sell one, I'd probably rather sell Solanke.
So
because Richarlison, I just think gives us more.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Solanke's done bugger all since he's been here. We wasted 65 mil on him. What's he actually done apart from lay on the physio table? Yeah. How many goals has he got since he's been here?
Look. At the end of the day, they're both shocking. For me, as for Tottenham Hotspur centre forwards, and what we've been, whether you say, well, that was the past, but what we've been associated with in the past, the type of centre forwards and the great centre forwards, and I don't know, whatever you want to call them, advanced 10s. Wonderful strikers we've had, and now we're talking about the levels of Solanke and Richarlison. I know they're not going to do it, lads. I think that all of us would agree if we could kick them both out this season and get 2 new strikers, I would. Do you know what I mean? I think the pair of them, I don't care what anyone says, the pair of them are useless. Last season, all I saw Richarlison do was fall on his arse every time a defender backed into him, then moved to one side. All he done was fall on his arse.
Yeah, Mark made a good point though earlier about pressure. The fact that we've only got 1 game a week this coming season.
Yeah.
I think that maybe takes a little bit of pressure off the owners, which we don't want, obviously. We have to build a squad. But only having 1 game a week means we don't have to go crazy in the transfer market and buy loads and loads of players because we're not in Europe. Yeah, so you can do it slowly. We can buy 1 striker this season and then next season get rid of another and bring another striker. And likewise with the keeper,
Yeah,
I agree. The 2 we've got. Now you think of all the fantastic strikers that you've grown up with over your lifetime. Would you say Solanke or Richie is better than answer? I'm going to try and pick the worst. A Darren Bent. Would you say either of them are better than him?
I'd have Darren Bent all day over these 2. I'm sorry.
Well, there you go.
I would.
And you think who Darren Bent was at Tottenham with? I think he was there with Crouchy, wasn't he? Crouchy.
Possibly, yeah.
Defoe. Yeah. Was it? Defoe was lurking about then, I think. And Darren Bent's probably the worst one. I mean, we could all name like Klinsmann and Sheringham. Crooks and Archibald when I was growing up.
Standards, Mark. It's what we talk about.
Oh, my God, man.
It's standards. Look at what the names that you're picking off there.
I've only mentioned about 3 or 4.
Yeah, but look at just those 3 or 4 straight away. Yeah, and we could probably sit here and name 20.
Well, we could do.
Even Mido, and Pavlyuchenko and 3rd or 4th choice strikers are better than the ones we got now.
Just thinking in recent times, at one point Tottenham Hotspur had at their disposal Robbie Keane, Dimitar Berbatov, and Jermaine Defoe as their 3 strikers. That's levels, standards. You know what I mean? That's like, that's Redknapp wanted 3 good strikers.
And Dave, I'm sorry to cut you off. It's only 4 or 5 years ago we had Kane and Son.
Yeah.
So it's only half a decade ago we had Kane and Son there banging in what between them 50, 60 GA.
What was it I put in the group chat the other day? I think Harry Kane this season, club and country, I think he's got 73 goals and assists in 59 games.
Crazy.
So it's the statement I said afterwards that I think what cuts deep is you don't know what you've lost until it's gone. Do you know what I mean? What's a player to lose?
But to be honest, we knew. Well, I certainly did. The day he walked out the door, well, Richie was already here. The day we signed Richie, I said that's Harry's replacement.
Oh,
the day we signed him, I said that's Harry's replacement. Because we all know, well, we knew back then that Enoch were not going to back the manager, whoever it was, to improve us or build a team around Harry Kane. And Harry Kane was going to get pissed off in the end, and he was going to bugger off to win stuff. Because if there's one player that deserves to win stuff, it's Harry Kane.
Yeah.
He deserves everything he gets.
Yeah.
Plaudit-wise.
Yeah, right, chaps, I've got to go.
All right, Nigel. Thanks, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
Chaps.
Take care, man. Thanks, Nigel.
Yeah, see you later.
Cheers, mate.
The thing I love about Harry Kane is there's never been any dramas with him off the pitch. He's asserted himself on the pitch like professionally. He's a role model to a younger generation. He has extremely high standards. And I can imagine him just being an absolute dream to work with as a coach.
Yeah. He ain't bad at golf either.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, right? If you get a chance, go back on our channel and watch the Lifetime 11s. Watch the Lifetime 11s. There's like 20 something of them on there.
Yeah.
I said the same thing because Harry Kane was picked God knows how many times. It was one of the strikers because most people did 4-4-2s. Not everyone, but a lot of people did. And I always said about Harry Kane.
Sorry.
The thing is with Harry Kane, always on the back pages, never the front. Ever. You've never seen Harry Kane on the front page.
Only
when he does something for England.
Yeah, the only time you'll see him on the front page is if he gets the winning goal in the World Cup final this year.
Yeah, exactly.
What a great point this is as well, by the way, from Daniel. We have midfielders like Sarr. He's an athlete. He can't play football. Gray, not ready yet. Bergvall, not yet ready yet. He's taking Wilson all day. And so am I for that exact same reason, Daniel.
I've been reading all kinds of reports and stuff like that. Is Morgan Gibbs-White is heavily linked with us again.
Again,
it won't happen. It just won't happen. Do you know what I mean? And I've been seeing a lot of our fan base saying, "Why would you want Morgan Gibbs-White?" And I'm like, "Well, why would you want what we've got? Why would you want to keep the current dross that we have got?" Do you know what I mean? I know. I just saw this earlier from David Ornstein.
Wow. How much do they want for him? If they're rejecting that, how much do they want for him?
That's just Marinakis being an absolute tit. Do you know what I mean? Elliot Anderson he's an 80 million pound player. He's an 80 million pound player. You've got to remember, he's very talented, but you've got to remember where he was playing and where his team finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that's not his fault. So how does a team that a player worth 100 and whatever Marinakis values him at, was just say, for example, 150, how can you value one of your players that finished 16th in the table that stupid money? That's just Marinakis just doing the old holding him hostage again, like he did with Gibbs-White.
And the trouble is with Tottenham's midfield is they're all the same. They're all the same, more or less. We haven't got a ball player in there. we haven't got, well, he was the same, but someone like Moussa Dembele that will glide past 2 or 3 and progress the ball forward. We just got athletes and people that will stick a tackle in. That's all we got. And the Graham Bergvall weren't even ready. But you take Polinia, Bentancur, and Conor Gallagher, there's not a lot of difference, in my opinion, to the way any of them play. There's not that, like, you need a mix of things. You don't need everyone to do the same thing, even if they're good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
In a midfield, you need someone. I'm going back historically. You need a Gaza in there. You need a Glenn Hoddle in there. You need someone who can unlock things and a bit of magic. You don't need people who just run about a bit and stick a tackle in now and again.
Just cut in, Mark. I'll let you carry on in 1 sec, right? One Spurs Kings just put in the England game has been delayed because of rain. I believe it was a 9 o'clock kickoff.
It was.
We sort of planned it to go at 7:15 for a sort of an hour and 3/4 until the game kicks off, so everyone could enjoy England's warm-up game against Costa Rica. Someone let us know in the chat if you know what time it's going to kick off.
It's 9:30.
What is it now?
9:30. John,
so another half hour. Yeah, half hour delay. All right, fair play. Just so we know, that's all. Just so we know. Listen, Mark, carry on. Big up to everyone in the chat. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the like button and get over to Dave, Spurs Syndrome. Get over there. He's just started a channel. He needs our help, people. Look, there's 91 of you in here. Dave's going to explain his channel now, just so you can get over there and sub to him. So when he does put something out, hit that bell and it will drop to your phone. Go on, Dave. Just shout.
I'll try and find his link and whack it in the chat.
Yeah, we'll do that as well. Good, but shout your channel out, Dave.
Yes, I've just started it. It's Spurs Syndrome podcast. Yeah, I've only done like a couple of lives just to test the waters with it, and it's quite enjoyable, to be fair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do jot notes down and stuff like that, and try and go through point segments and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. I want to grow the channel, and do you know what I mean? It's just fun. It's just nice when I'm in my evenings. Let's be honest, there's always naffle on TV these days. You know what I mean? So I love my club. I've got good knowledge on it. I know what I want for this club moving forward. And just come over, give us a subscribe.
Yeah.
Come subscribe
Big
to the
up
channel.
to everyone.
Thank you,
get
guys.
over to Dave. Spurs Syndrome is the channel. Get over there.
I will find it, mate. I was just signed into your account. It's done about.
I've got. I might as well mention the other one as well with Ant. With Anthony, who's Tottenham Therapy as well. So get over to him, like and subscribe to him. But we've got a joint channel. It's called Spurs Sessions Podcast, which is that's another new one. Little collaboration there, and we just talk everything Spurs and. We go into detail, players in. We've got our show going tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So, get over there if and tomorrow's show, we're going to be focusing on keep, sell, and loan. That's going to be on.
So big up. Yeah. Get over there and check them out. Spurs Session Podcast, Tottenham Therapy is Anthony, and Dave is Spurs Syndrome. There's 3 new channels. Mark, before you carry on in the chat, I just want to bring this up from the Stoic from earlier on because I forgot to mention about it. Spurs reportedly, and I've read this as well, Stoic, looking at PSG keeper Lucas Chevalier. He puts in brackets, I remember his dad, Morris, good singer, crap footballer. Either of you know anything about Lucas Chevalier at PSG, and would you take him at Spurs?
Never heard of him.
He had a very, very interesting season at PSG last year, at least to say. First things first, PSG done the ultimate sacrilege, and just after everything Donnarumma's done for them, kept him in so many games. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. I think we can all freely admit that, can't we? He's an outstanding keeper. They literally just come out to him and said, we're going in a different direction. Just no explanation. They've got this Lucas Chevalier in. And then Chevalier lasted, 6-8 games? And then they got in this other guy who played the rest of the season. I don't get that one. So the answer to that one is no. I would not take him. I would go with James Trafford because to be honest with you, if you look around our squad, our current 25-man squad, we are lacking a lot of English players.
Yeah, fair play.
I think we've only got
Does the homegrown rule still apply?
Yeah.
Good point, Premier League wise, isn't it? Yeah.
I think name off the top of my head, I think the only English players we've got is in the current squad is Brendan Austin. He's English, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jed Spence.
Yeah.
Archie Gray, James Maddison, and Dominic Solanke. That's it. I think there's about 5 or 6 of them out of a 25-man squad, and I think for an English club, I think that's bad. But you got a super sticker just come up, guys. If you want to show
hello. Well, hang on. We'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get there.
This is a question for, both of us, really. The answer is yes.
Sonny, I've got to say, right, I will miss my missus. Me and my missus almost live in each other's pockets, right? I will miss her to death, right? And she knows this, right? But at the same time, when the lads come up with, or Mark, I should say, come up with that he'd won this holiday, and he asked me and Nige if we wanted to go away with him, just to have a week away of almost nothing, if you like, just sunshine, a smile on our face, with videos and shorts, and lots of Amstel. Sonny, lots of Amstel will be consumed, and I've no doubt when the Amstel's consumed, the JD will be consumed, the vodka will be consumed, and Nigel's not here, but I think he likes the old spice rum, doesn't he?
He does like spice rum, doesn't he?
The old Captain Morgan's.
Yeah.
So listen, Sonny, all I can say is, mate, we're there for the best part of 8 days. It's probably going to get messy at some stage. I've got no doubt about that. One of us will try and film the mess. One of us will try and film the mess. Sonny,
get a responsible holiday, mate.
You'll get a little short every day, or a little video, depending where we are.
I'm not sure about you, mate, but I'm intending on being in bed at 9 o'clock every night.
Yeah, what a load of bollocks he comes out with, people. Sorry. I'm just shutting that one right up right now. All right, he's already, we're not even there yet, and he's already about, lads, what you doing when I get in at 6 o'clock in the morning and all that business. All right. So if there's anyone be doing a late one, it'll be the Amstel hitter over here, people. But my say on it is, I'm very much looking forward to a break for a week with the lads. I've got to tell you, I really am. Go on, Mark. Sorry for going on.
No, that's all right. And I will just say I must go and get my final little bit of euros.
Oh.
Probably Friday or Saturday. Pop into Tesco's. They've all got a cash converter thing in there.
Make sure you got enough English on you for your bit of breakfast at the airport, Mark, and all that. You know what I mean?
I ain't paying them bloody prices, mate. I was going to take them. I'll take a sandwich.
All right.
No.
You're on
But the first place I should be going, because the plan is I'm leaving my house at about 9:30-ish Tuesday morning.
Okay.
I'm driving to collect Nigel
from
the Costa Coffee that I met him in when I was working out there.
Yeah.
I'm collecting him from there.
Yes.
We'll probably indulge in a coffee though.
Oh, okay.
I would have thought so, or certainly get one to go.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then we got to get to Bristol Airport.
Oh, yeah.
Park the car up. And then the first thing I'm doing, because we're not taking like a bag to go in the hold, you've got to pay for them. We're going to take it straight through security, straight in the bar.
But why are you paying them prices?
Well, it's a beer.
Yeah, but beer, £8, £9, £10 in there.
Is it? Oh, I'll take me home then.
Oh, it will be. It will be.
I'll have a couple of bottles of Amstel in my hand luggage.
It'll be at least £8 a pint, mate, in the airport.
I'll shove that, mate. I'll get some cans down the road,
Yeah,
mate.
it will be. It is what it is at the end of the day, isn't it?
Couple of cans.
Breakfast is anywhere between 14 and 18 quid, depending.
Yeah, and it's awful, mate. It's awful.
It's not very nice.
No.
What time's your boys' flight?
Mine and Nigel's is 2:15.
Mine is 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Not an early morning flight.
I think because you're coming from Manchester, though, and we're only going from Bristol, I believe you're there possibly an hour before us.
Yeah, it's about an hour. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I've got
to
ask, if you get like, say if your flight is, say, 11 o'clock in the morning, and you get to the airport at 8, you go into the airport, you go into the lounge and everything like that, you go and have your breakfast. Do you have a pint of Amstel with your breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Sheriff?
Absolutely.
Good man.
I'm on holiday. Absolutely. I flew at 6 o'clock in the morning from Heathrow, and I was straight in the bar.
It's just one of them things, and it's the holiday.
I was in the bar at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
Well, you got to do it. No matter what time it is, you always have a pint in the bar because you're on holiday.
Yeah, agreed.
Just
gets you in that, gets you up for it, doesn't it? Gets you in that proper mood.
Personally, I'm. It's not for me. Beer with breakfast type food. I don't really drink. I will have a drink on holiday because we're on holiday, and that's when I do have a drink a little bit. But I've got to say, I'm a coffee man. If that breakfast is in the morning before 12 o'clock, and that includes breakfast, brunch, whatever it is,
no chips.
It's got to be coffee.
I'm just going to interrupt you here. I remember, where was it you went last? Spain?
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
Who sent who a video with, Sheriff, look at this. But he got stein of Amstel. I'll drink this for you, mate. That's all right. Bloody lovely this is.
I was just letting you know they did Amstel there in case you wanted to go there, mate. That was all.
Well, you know I was working that day. My phone nearly went on the road. Let the roller roll over.
At least it was your mate that was drinking it, though, not some stranger down the road sending you a video, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Shocking behaviour.
Well, listen, in less than a week's time, Sheriff, we'll be drinking one together.
Well, to be honest, mate, this time next week, England will be on, or very nearly.
There you go, see?
England's first game is next Wednesday, isn't it?
We'll be in the bar, giving it large. There's no doubt about that.
Old Town, no, I've been told. Oh, but for us, we got to go to the Old Town.
All right, okay. Yeah, I'll have
I've already been told this. The new town is like DJs and rave music. I can't put up with that. I'll be deaf.
Well, we'll test that out one night, but the other we'll go up the Old Town, as they say.
Yeah. I was told we got to go to the Old Town.
All right.
Like live music and that every night, mate. That do me. I like a bit of live music.
And somewhere that sells Amstel. That's all that we're worried
Everywhere
about.
does, mate.
Yeah. Ghosted says, I'd have Ivan Toney. I would if we, depending on his wages. Well, I know that don't really matter. Ghosted.
I'll take him, Ivan Toney.
Yeah, most definitely. Pay what you got to pay to get him in on a 2 or 3 year contract. I don't know what it'll be. But Kev says if we get 2 wide players willing to attack the backs, then Solanke would be better up top. Solanke would be better up top, Kev, if he stayed in a box instead of trying to run all around the pitch doing what Harry Kane used to do. He's not Harry Kane. You've got to master the art of being a striker first before you then delve into the shit that Harry Kane almost taught himself as he develops as a football player.
I'll tell you who developed Harry Kane into the player he is now. Jose Mourinho. When he told him, don't be scared of dropping deep and all that, that's when he started assisting Sonny with those marvellous passes.
Mark, I agree with you. But there's dropping deep, and being able to do the sort of stuff that Harry Kane used to do outside the box, whatever it was, shooting, little 1-2s, whatever he was doing. But for me, Dominic Solanke hasn't even mastered the art of scoring enough goals. And the only way that you can do that, is for him at the moment, is to be in the box. And Kevin's right to a point. If he got more service, but he's got to be there, Kev. That's what I'm saying. Is he that predator striker?
All I'm saying is he's got to master the art of staying fit first.
Well, and that as well, Mark.
Your best ability is availability, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
As I keep saying. And he's shown me nothing. To be honest, he ain't fit to tie one of Harry Kane's boots, let alone both of them.
I'd sell both of them, right?
So would I.
They're not going to, Mark. They're not going to. The chances are that Richarlison will go because he's been here the longest, right? Solanke's been here, like Dave said, I think it was you, Dave, 2 years. He's been here now. So they would have paid 25 million off of whatever his fee was by now. Are they going to get, where are we? What did they pay for him? Just over 60 million or just under 60 million? Are they going to get 35 to 40 million for a Solanke if they sold him this window? I don't know what the people think in the chat. What you think, Dave? Because that's what they'll be looking at. That's what they'll be looking at, Dave, to see if they can do that.
I think every player we sell will have, because the way we have been for the last 2 seasons, and we are going to have to take huge losses on them. I think you'll get. You think, right? We paid 60 for Richie.
Yeah,
we'll get what, 20 million, 22 million tops. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Tops for him.
Maybe stretch it out 30. Push luck.
Yeah, possibly. Solanke, we paid 65 for him with add-ons. We'll be lucky if we get 35 back, 40 back tops for him. Very lucky.
Who's going to pay 40 million for Solanke, Dave?
No, nobody. Nobody
is, are they?
Not with his current injury record he's got with us and stuff like that. He's a risk, isn't he? He's a high risk player.
Yeah. Yes, they are, Sonny. 9:30 kickoff now at the moment. Apparently, it's been delayed by half an hour because of rain.
There we go. Right, I found a super sticker, mate. I've missed loads of comments out.
Go on, mate.
We better shout that out.
Yeah, we will do. Big up, Logan. Big up to you, fella. I'm getting there, Mark, with it. Hang on. There it is, right there. Big up, Logan. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you, sir. Mark?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Someone just sent me a WhatsApp.
All right. Sorry, mate.
I didn't recognise the number, but I know who it is now. Yeah, thank you, Logan. I will have a look on my phone to see what it is. If it hasn't disappeared.
So big up to Logan for that. Appreciate that, Logan. Terry writes in as well. Big up, Terry. Hope you're well. Dan List is in the house. Big up to the Dan List. I'll tell you what I'll do, Dan. Just in case you wanted to pop on for 2 minutes, I'll stick the link in the chat, or if anyone else wants to jump on for 20 minutes, half hour, you're more than welcome. We were just going to run up until the England game started, but it's been delayed. So if we go 10 minutes over or whatever, it don't matter. You're more than welcome. Dave's on, as you can see. Mark's been on. He had to shoot off, I think, but Mark's been on. People are more than welcome to jump on. We're just talking a bit of Spurs. We'll get on to the World Cup shortly. Talk about that a little bit.
It's a smiley face.
Big up, Logan.
Big up, Logan.
Big up with a smiley face, Logan.
You know, I always look at them because it don't show on StreamYard, does it?
There you go. Pete's in. Big up, Pete. Hope you're well. Here's Pete. Hang on a minute. Let's get Pete in. There's Pete. Pete's in. And Mia's in as well. Joined at the same time.
Makes me laugh.
There we go. There we go. Good evening, Pete. Good evening, Mia. Hope you're both well.
Evening, chaps.
This
And
Wednesday evening.
You all right, Pete?
You all right, mate?
Big up, Pete. Big up, Mia.
Evening, Mia. Hope you're well.
Yeah, not too bad. Trying to stay dry. Bloody stupid weather, man. What is going on? It's sunny, it's raining, it's sunny, it's raining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been like that down Bournemouth.
Yeah.
You know, Pete, I was in Bournemouth today, mate. We got rained off. We had to come out.
Yeah, you say we're at Ringwood.
We were.
Yeah. No, very well.
There you go, Pete. They was all at Ringwood today. Say no more, where the sheriff was.
And there was no coffee. I was waiting for a coffee to arrive, but it didn't.
Oh, yeah. You can't get the service.
I'd have to get 2 buses over there.
2 bus Pete.
Can we call you officially a bus wanker then?
You can actually, yeah.
Here we go.
You can.
Joe, what? I introduced my boys to that not like a little while ago now, and they absolutely love it. Being teenage boys, they obviously can like relate to it, and they think it's absolutely hilarious.
Mia, have you got to the camper van episode yet?
Yeah, we've watched all the episodes, me and the
Oh,
boys.
you've done it all? Yeah.
Yeah, and the movies as well.
Yeah. Fucking excellent series.
There you go.
Yeah, friend. Everyone does that. Like, there's certain things, bus wanker, friend, that you always will say from that series, man. That's just iconic.
They're bringing it back, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, there's a new film going to be coming out.
Oh, sweet. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Now they're much older, isn't it? Like, they're much older.
I mean, Jay will never change. He'll still be a tosser.
Yeah. In real life, he's actually the loveliest bloke as well.
Yeah, do you follow him on YouTube? I do.
Yeah, with him and his missus. Like, they're really lovely. He's a really down-to-earth, lovely guy. And the guy that plays Neil, when I was living in London, he must live near us because my brother saw him down by my mum's local corner shop. Because there's some people who live, because where it is, that area, that part of where we lived was quite not like, just a bit further down was like really nice houses. And I think that, oh God, what Chelsea player is it? There was a Chelsea player, because Jack, my brother said he saw the number plate. He said, yeah, that's his, he bought a house for his parents or something, and he had next door, I don't know what happened, but he lived there. And then he said, yeah, he saw him.
Oh.
There you go. See? Just to answer this one from Flicks, next Tuesday, Flicks, we will be jetting off away.
See you next Tuesdays.
That's it. The 3 of us. And then we're back on the following. See you next Tuesday, Flicks. Only away from
late-ish, isn't it? Late-ish.
Cookie, where are you? Whereabouts in Portugal are you going?
You'll have to speak to the head of tech for that information.
Sarah?
Chambers. I've got no idea.
Where are you going? I used to live in Portugal.
Hang on.
Albufeira.
Okay, yeah. No, I lived in Porto. I lived in Porto for 2 years.
Yeah.
When you mentioned the old town, I was about to say be careful because there's a lot of bloody tranny bars around there.
All right, say no more.
I mean, they might be into that. You never know.
You never know.
Excuse me, Mia. Could you talk to the others about that, please? Not me. I'm a happily married man. Thank you very much.
You can always look, Mark. You don't have to touch. You can always look.
Well, yeah, there is that. Listen, I could tell you a story about never have been to Gran Canaria before in my life, right? And you lot will probably piss your pants after, well, you might do it in the stream, but I pick a week and I say to Lisa, come on, Lisa, let's go somewhere different, you know, somewhere where there's a bit of nightlife and you can get some half decent food. Anyway, we end up going to Gran Canaria. Yeah. So the week I pick is the week where everyone's walking around with their collars on and their chains and their
oh my Lord.
and all that business, right? My God, right? Even in the hotel we were staying in, there was a geezer 2 floors up training this bloke to bark properly.
Jesus.
I'm not joking either. And that's the week that I picked to go to Gran Canaria. So you can imagine every night when we went out for a drink or went to a bar or a show, everyone had a collar on and a chain, and someone was walking them down the road on their hands and knees.
I don't understand why people think that's appealing and why people will find that appealing.
It's not for me.
Very
If I'd have
strange.
known that was going on that week, I would have said, no, I'm not going. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
too
mean?
bloody right.
We'll go somewhere else. But
If
my
that's
God,
going on when we're there, mate, I'm coming out.
well, no, that week, apparently it's the
Yeah.
same every year, every week. That's the week they pick to go to Gran Canaria to do their thing.
So you going back this year?
No.
No.
No, I'm not, Sheriff. No, I'm not. And
Did Lisa not buy you? She did not buy you a collar and a lead.
No. The thing was, Lisa's not easily intimidated. She'll have a go at most things, type of woman. And she said it did intimidate her because there were barely any women there at all. You know, you're talking about if there was 1,000 people sitting around the bars and whatever, over 99% of them were men. There were very, if you saw 10 women in the night during the whole night walking around for 2 hours, you were lucky.
I got to say,
and Lisa was a bit.
I'm live and let live with all stuff like that, but when it comes to this dogs and whips and that, no. That's a step too far.
Well, yeah, that's just so happens it's that week, Pete. They have different weeks, different things going on, apparently, 52 weeks of the year. You know, not necessarily that type of thing, but there's always something going on every week in this place in Gran Canaria. So I've learnt my lesson now, and I won't go on dog and collar week. It's as simple as that.
No, he's going to go on whips and chains week instead.
Yeah, here we go. Well, here we go. I bought a caravan now instead, so there you go. I'm going to be touring the edges of the country over the next few years.
You'll be coming down this way, mate.
Mobile whips and chains.
Yeah, there you go, Mia. How did I know Mia?
Mia's dungeon, isn't it, Mia?
Yeah, Mia. Yeah.
Mia's dungeons.
The dungeons.
Yeah, I keep Romero. I keep him tied up.
You'll be getting down this way, mate, on the coast somewhere. Dorset, Devon. It's all lovely.
Let him go, Mia.
That's it.
It's all lovely down here, mate. All the about 1 million campsites, wherever you want to go, mate.
Very nice. Very nice. It sounds like my type of thing. Big up, Rowley, for jumping on. Hope you're well.
No worries, man. No worries.
Rowley, Mia, Pete, Dave, if you want to jump in, where are you at? Just to ask you briefly, where are you at with where Spurs are, and do you think it's sort of, I don't know, good
I'm shocked, mate.
Done so far, that type of thing? Go on, Rowley, if you want to go first.
I'm completely shocked, to tell the truth, mate. I can't believe it. I mean, this is not Enoch, is it? This is just a different ownership, believe it or not. I do think they've got to get their eggs in the basket, so getting some midfielders in, because we are short on like attacking midfielders and strikers. Do you know what I mean? But like sorted out the defence now, haven't they? Sort of.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
They're sorted out a defence. Porro's got the cover with Spence. We've got Robertson and Davies now. I mean, is Davies going to be playing as a right winger again? I don't know. Is he just cover for defenders or something? You know, as a central defence. This is what I'm thinking anyway. Because we've got Sousa as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
So that's good. I'd like to see some cover for Polinia if we could, another number 6 or something like that.
Signed him, yeah.
Well, yeah, this is the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the thing. You know, that would have been my first thing. Get him signed straight away. I know
Joe,
he's got personal problems at the moment, hasn't he?
And I think from what I've read, they want all the money up front, and I think that's like that's where the sort of money sort of been. I think the actual deal. I think it's something to do with that, from what I read.
Mia, where can you get a player like Polina for 25 million quid? You
I
ain't
mean,
getting one.
I'm not disagreeing. I don't think he should be our starter though, because I don't think he's quite got maybe when De Zerbi plays his football. I still don't think he probably is quite what he wants, but his mentality most certainly is what he wants, if that makes sense. Like sometimes when you need to lock up a game a little bit, he's your man, isn't he? To come on and
Cover
get in
the back
there.
four.
And cover the back four, win back every ball. Do you know what I mean? Like his little terrier. But obviously, I think when it comes to actually the way that De Zerbi wants to play, he might want somebody slightly different. That's all I would say.
He's come out and said he wants him, doesn't he? De Zerbi.
And I'll be
he
honest
has said
with
he
you,
wants him.
And I'll be
His
honest
mouth.
with you, if we got to pay 25 million in one chunk, no one does that.
No.
If we were getting him like 25 million over a 2 or 3 year contract, it'd be 7 million a year or 10 million a year.
Definitely.
Or whatever,
Yeah.
you know? No one chucks 25 million in one lump.
No. They'll get it.
Buy £100 million player. Anyway,
I think they're going to get. I think they'll get it over the line with Polina. I do, but like you say, there's going to be to and fro in a bit. But this low balling crap that they've been doing in recent years ain't going to work.
Well, to be honest, if you want my opinion on all of this, yes, it does look like a new ownership, a new regime, whatever you want to call it. But to me, they sort of shot themselves in the foot by putting all the statements out. We realise we've made mistakes in the past, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that.
Well, what else can they say?
When we did a show, even on the brunch on here, we said, it's all right putting all that out. Actions speak louder than words. And so
definitely.
if they're actually doing what they said in these press release statements and the video that come out, fair play to them. But it's going to take a lot more than that. It's going to take a lot more than that to gain my trust back. We've had 25 years of this bullshit.
Yeah, well, they've not really put a lot of money up yet, have they, either?
Yeah, I was going to say that although we've moved quickly for some signings, they're still free ones. I think they've got a lot more to prove. Like for me, it would be getting out a lot of players would show me that they've actually going to take less money for players and just get them out. And although Basuma's obviously he had his contract run down and he's gone, I do think that we need to just get rid of these players, even for low prices, just get them out. And I think that will show us that they've changed. And if they fix up and get decent players like a decent striker, I think that will obviously make people feel like, okay, you're doing what's needed to make sure the front three is getting improved. I think there's certain positions that maybe people go, okay, cool, but they have to get them done. None of this faffing around. I feel like that sometimes people obviously say like it's not as easy with deals. Yeah, sometimes it ain't like as straightforward. It's about not just how much you offer, it's about how you're going to structure the payments. That's obviously where I think that's where a lot of the problems lie in lots of different deals. If you look at different deals, they always say most it's the structure of the payments that are the problem. Yeah. But we just need to get those over the line and get them done. Do you know what I mean? Like, and don't faff around to the last day of the window to get panic buys in. I think that will show us that they've been a bit more organised with it.
The Savinio one, I mean, that looks like that's going to go ahead, doesn't it? And if that goes, that's a statement signing, I think, Savinio, don't you think?
Not really. That's not really my kind of signing. I think that he was £70 million before. Now he's less. Why? Because he's obviously not worth as much as what he was before. Why? Because he's obviously not as good as what they thought maybe he was.
Rolly, I think
the
only reason I think he's a statement signing for you is because he's coming from City. As Mia just said, his value's dropped.
Profile thing, isn't it? Profile.
Even they've
been after him for a while, haven't they? This is what I'm saying. Even last year they were after him, and that City pissballed about, and they said, "No, sorry, we're not going to sell him now." Now
that wasn't you in Gran Canaria again, was it, boss? Was that you in Gran Canaria?
Oh dear.
That's these dogs, mate. That's nothing to do with me. Behave yourself. What's the matter with you?
I was just asking.
There you go.
Here we go. You're giving something to get me to bite now, aren't you? The colours and the change. You know?
And
Look,
bite as well. Do you want a treat as well, Cookie? You said bite.
Yeah.
Look,
Come on, boy.
by buying a right winger, a left winger is a step in the right direction, isn't it? Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? Because we definitely.
To be honest, and with Savio,
winger.
the prices come down. I think is because it's quite obvious he don't fit in the Man City system.
Yeah,
and they probably just want shot of him.
It's like Dave said yesterday about every team plays a low block, don't they?
Yeah.
Against them. So therefore, he's not getting a space to run into. Where they get a space to run into when they play Spurs, which they will do, hopefully he actually shows something. I'm hoping anyway.
And it's like Mark said at the beginning of the program. Pep's very he's very rigid in his setup. He wants because you notice like players like Grealish never really flourished there, did he?
No.
Phil Foden doesn't really flourish. He's on
same side, wasn't it? That's the same side, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Grealish never flourished. Phil Foden hasn't really done much there this year because he's rigid in his. I mean, I think if Savio came to Tottenham and we gave him a bit more freedom, I think he'd tear bits up. He'd certainly have the seats clicking.
Well, I
don't care about seats clicking. I care about people who are going to give me output. The fact is that Tom just puts it in order. It would be Odobert, Tell, then Savino per 90 on their stats. So that just shows you he's not actually any better statistically than what we've already got.
Yeah, but he's playing a very regimented system at City.
Yeah, because they play a low block.
I think
how is it that hold on a minute, how is it that their other wingers are doing now, the ones that play above Savino still score goals and do well? Tell me about Doku. He's a great player, so you've got to get better and more qualified players to do that job if they're going to play low block.
Well, we're not going to get Doku, are we?
No, we're not, but the fact is that he didn't obviously meet that standard, did he? He was obviously not good enough.
Well, they bought him, didn't they? So he must
play every single minute, every game. He's going to score more goals and more assists.
That was per 90. No. That was per 90. That was stats per 90. So that's not what he was saying.
So they throw him on now and again, right? What you're saying, Mia, and the bloke's supposed to do really well straight away.
Oh, he's got to prove himself. No, but if he's that good, he should want to prove himself. You've got to give
the man a chance, haven't you? You've got to give him a run of games.
I would give him a chance. If he comes to Tottenham, I would say obviously give him a chance. But he's young.
And he's better than what we got, isn't he?
He's not statistically, no. That's the whole point. He's not actually statistically better.
Well, he has
if
been
he
better
looks
than what
better
we
on
got.
the eye, that's all well and good. But I don't want good on the eye. I want results. I want people to do something with that. He don't look up. If you're
not going to give him a chance, how's he going to do it? How's he going to try?
I don't want to give him a chance because I don't think he's the correct player for us. But if we buy him, so be it. I can't do nothing about that. I don't control what we do. Like I've always said, I don't control what players we get in, right?
Well, someone wants him at Tottenham because we've been after him for 2 seasons, haven't we?
Mia, who would be your ideal left winger? Spurs go in and bring in summer. I didn't actually ask you that yesterday.
I think, like when you look at someone like a Gakpo, he can play on that. He can play on that side, and he's got experience, and he can play multiple positions. I think can Mamouche play on the left hand side?
No, I think it's more number 10, isn't he?
He has done.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to say, there's better players out there, more experience with more output.
We ain't getting Mamouche, I don't think.
No, I'm not saying, but you just asked what players. So I'm giving you the type of player that I feel
what we can get, innit?
Well, I just think, yes, we do have to be reasonable about what we're going to get, but I just don't think Savino is the one. I just really don't. I think that he's young and we've already got enough young players that are ready, that are developing. We don't want that. We want a ready-made player to play there who's got experience, who's got a bit of something about him that's going to score us goals. I don't care about seat clicking. I want to score goals. I want to get assists.
I think the board, from my side, I'm a bloody gooner, but from my point of view, the board need to push the boat out in this window, especially after the last 2 seasons you guys have had to put up with league-wise. I mean, I think you need a holding midfielder, an attacking midfielder, and a striker, and they should be going hell for leather to get those kind of players in this window. You can't just be cheap shopping like with freebies. You need more than that.
To be fair,
I was saying earlier, Pete, that all our midfielders do exactly the same. There's no difference in Polinia, Bentancur, or Gallagher. They're all they'll stick a tackle in. There's you know, when you got a midfield, you need the flair one, you need the one like the tackler one, you need the one you know, you need all sorts. All our midfielders, even the young ones, they're all more or less the same. There's not one bit of flair between them.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you need fresh blood in the midfield.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like I said, Enoch made a rod for their own back by releasing all these statements and doing videos.
Yeah, and they've got to back it up now.
Otherwise, the fans are just going to say, well, it's the same crap as last year and the year before.
The transfer window's not even open, does it? So, I mean, they've done well with what they've done, haven't they? They've done well with what they've done now already. So just give them a chance. Let's see what happens at the beginning of the actual transfer window.
Yeah.
But then, I wouldn't be disappointed if Savinho signed. I'd be actually quite happy, because I think if you give, like I said it yesterday. I said, Man City play against a low block every game. They dominate games. They get minimum 75% possession. They're playing against 11 men behind the ball. He's not going to find no space. And if you watched him under Girona were open team. Do you know what I mean? And in La Liga, he found loads of space to run into, and that's why he got the goals and assists. Do you know what I mean? That's why he had a really good breakthrough season with them. I think because he's going to be playing for Spurs, we're not going to be that Man City dominating games, Arsenal 70-75% possession. It's going to be, if we are in the ascendancy, we're going to be 55 to 45 possession. Do you know what I mean? So I just think he will have more time. He will find more space to run into. And if we've got a Madison playing in the game and stuff like that, he will find him. And I think he will cause a lot of problems. And
do you think Madison's going to be a keeper?
Pardon?
Do you think Madison's going to be a keeper?
No, he ain't a goalkeeper, mate.
He's a keeper.
No, I know what you mean.
He's our best midfielder by a country mile. None of the others are fit enough to tie shoelaces.
He's still unproven though, and what's he had a grand total in the last 4 or 5 games? About 40 minutes. Yeah. I know he's coming back from injury, but you know what I mean? Because he had that severe, because he naffed his knee up so badly, he's still very unproven in my book.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get the player that you once had coming back.
Nor do I. And do you know, when we signed Madison, who's the bloke from Leicester? You always put side from Leicester.
Wayne Holland.
Wayne Holland. He said, Madison, you get 3/3 with Madison.
Yep.
You'll get 1/3 when he's brilliant, 1/3 when he's off the ball and not interested, and the other third he'll be injured.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that 2/3 have combined, and he's been naff for the whole season.
But that's why I would actually sell him, because I think if we could get somebody else, I would sell him, because of his age, his injury, availability is everything, man. Availability is everything. And I just think that we risk having him there, him getting injured, and us not having that type of player for the majority of the season again. He's fantastic. I love his footballing brain. He's got a very good footballing brain and great feet. He's very technically good, but he's never available. What's the point? No. What's the point of meeting a 10 out of 10 girl and then you can't get it up? Come on, man. What's the point?
If you don't sell him now,
I've got pills for that.
Go by, Rolly.
The thing is with Madison, he's going to be playing like he's made of glass now. He's going to be. He won't go into tackles like he used to.
And if you want my honest opinion, sadly, I think it's like you said, he's going to be scared of tackles. But the other one, Kulusevski, I think he's completely finished.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think he'll play again. I don't think it'll be sometime next year. I
Did
think
you
he'll
did
announce his
you see the
retirement.
price they put on Alex Scott?
£80 million. Fuck off.
£80 million
Yeah.
they put on Alex Scott. That's an absolute joke, isn't it?
How much did you pay for Madison? Just out of curiosity.
40.
40
Yeah, I
million.
was going to say it wasn't massive amounts.
Yeah, so I mean, if you sell him now, you'll get 25, 30 million, and I think that's money well spent or got.
I think you could sell him to Coventry for 25 million, 30 million, to be honest with you. They'd probably buy him. His hometown club, innit, and all that business.
But the argument I've got with selling Madison is to get a player who's with his footballing IQ.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, there ain't one about, is there? Not really.
You're going to be paying. You're going to be going. What you're going to have to go and offer what City have just gone and offered for Elliot Anderson.
Yeah,
and we ain't going to do that.
We're not. But the problem we've got is that what's the point of having that footballing brain when he's not on the pitch most of the time?
Yeah, it's just. I do get.
Now is the time for Enoch to put their hand in their pocket and replace the likes of Madison to spend that money, because
It's the one,
you
innit?
can't go through 2 seasons of 17th. You deserve better than that. I never thought I'd say this, but you do.
we can't.
You can't have that kind of stuff again.
We can't do anything till he's sold the family paintings, old Joe.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a load of old rot, eh?
But Joe's got to sell the paintings to.
What's a load of old rot?
Listen, mate, I'm only reporting the news, Rowley. You know
what they're worth. You know what they're worth.
Listen, look. All I know is Uncle Joe, he's stressed out because he's got to sell the family paintings to get the transfer war chest together.
Well, it could go on Pawn Stars.
Can he even do that? Because he can
speculate to accumulate. And,
he's put it into a trust. So is he even allowed? Like, I don't know what the legalities are now because he's put it in a trust, hasn't he?
But his kids, it's in his kids' names because when he got done for all that insider trading, he wrote it all off to his kids, didn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know the legal perspective on it, but. Well, to be honest, if he is flogging off all his assets and put it in there, it's about bloody time. You should have done it when you bloody bought the club.
The thing is there's a difference between being asset rich and being money rich. Because obviously you can have all your money if you've got a lot of money in assets to be able to fork out, say, a big lump of money. That's obviously they have to get rid of assets to be able to do that.
You know, Spurs' new main sponsor will be next year, Cash Converters.
Yeah.
And yours is going to be VAR.
They've already signed up. They've already signed up for that.
I've got to say, I don't mean to be nasty in any way at all, but I'm sure there's plenty of ways that the old dollar notes are getting through in cash to our man Joe Lewis. He's got his fingers in many pies.
Yeah, that's right.
Not just Tottenham Hotspur. So
many pies, mate.
Yeah, just remember that. He gets about a bit, our Joe.
There's money to be made all over the place. We still ain't got naming rights on the stadium, have we?
No.
You know what I mean? It's money everywhere. They just don't seem to be doing anything with it.
Here he goes again, Cookie over there talking about fingers. Well, I don't want to know where Joe's fingers have been. Thank you very much.
They were nearly in handcuffs not so long ago.
There you are.
No dog lead though.
I don't know what they get up to in the penitentiaries over there. I don't want to find out either.
What are we doing? Look, what the bit that bugs me about it is, I know it's probably only like, paper talk, whatever, right? But when you put those two sentences into context, Spurs are the whatever they are, 9th or 10th, whatever it is, richest club in world football. But a story comes out that the owner of the club is having to do that. Whether it's true or not, it's pretty pathetic, isn't it? And it just shows
it's ridiculous.
The cheap shots that are getting taken at Tottenham. If it is porcupines,
is it actually true though?
Would you reckon?
Dan, how are you?
It sounds proper left field to me. It sounds very left field. They are very, very, very wealthy people. They don't need to sell their assets to raise money for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club's transfer window.
That's right.
I mean, 200 million to them in the transfer market. That's chump change. Do you know what I mean? They're so wealthy, it's scary.
Yeah, they're only about 6 billion or 7 billion, isn't it? They're worth.
Look, I don't
Evening,
mean to
guys.
butt in.
And they're telling us. They're telling us.
Go on.
They're telling
Big
us.
up, Dan. Big up, Dan. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Go for
good.
Go, Don.
Evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. Big up, chat. Yeah, smash the likes, subscribe, and all of that. Great stuff. Look, can someone please explain to me why there's so much excitement around Tottenham right now? I'm because where I'm sitting, I keep hearing Spurs are moving differently, that the transfer window's about to explode, and there's new ambition at the club. Based on what exactly? We've signed 2 free transfers. We've been linked with a winger who's got no output in the last couple of seasons. We've signed a left back who's clearly on the decline. We've re-signed Ben Davis. We've had bids rejected for Van Hecker. And we still don't have a new director of football in place. But apparently Tottenham are moving differently, right, guys? I keep hearing about cash injections, selling paintings.
Well, we don't know, do we?
Ambitious plans and big changes. It's all talk. The reality is there's so much work needs to be done. Yes, good news. Basuma's gone today. Positive. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's good. One player. Yeah, get him gone. We need replacement. But guys, we seriously need work done in the midfield. We need more creativity. We need goals. We need more quality in the forward line. We need so many players moved on. We're not going to get it all done in this window. I know that.
You can't expect it to be honest, Dan, can you?
No. But we need genuine competition for places. Yeah. We need signings that raise the level of the first team. And so far, recent signing Ben Davis and Robertson, I don't think that does. And we need statement signings, and not signings that fans are going to spend weeks and weeks convincing themselves are brilliant. We need actual signings. We're going to mean business, and because for me, guys, this fan base, it becomes obsessed with winning the transfer window. It's not even properly opened yet, and every rumor becomes proof of ambition. Every link becomes evidence that things have changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. And we finished 17th the last 2 seasons. Years and years of falling short. And maybe Spurs will have a really good transfer window by the end of it. And I hope they do. But until I see the squad level raised and players actually holding up the shirt, key areas stripped, and Deadwood moved on, I'm not joining in any of this excitement. We've all been around for so long. We know how this club goes. I get it. Fans want to be optimistic, and it was an awful season last year, and we survived relegation. But come on, guys, this is there's so much work to do.
I don't think anyone on this panel said they were particularly excited, though, Dan. Like I never said it. I didn't hear.
I'm not saying anyone here. I'm just generally talking.
I'm just talking general. Okay. Yeah, well, sure. So what would your expectation be for the end of the summer? Like if you could say by the end of the summer to convince you that something has actually changed. I'm not saying it will, but if there was something that could happen, what would you say would happen for you to go personally? Yeah, that was a good window. I can see that maybe things are changing.
Well, yeah. Well, we need to clear out quite a lot of these players. Yeah.
Agreed.
We're not going to get it all done. So that's a massive thing that needs to happen. We need a goal scorer up front. Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically we need 2 really, but we're not going to get 2 in this window. Yeah, we need a proven goal scorer up front. We need a left winger. Got to get a left winger before the start of the season. And then we need 2 midfielders. 2 midfielders, ball-playing midfielders, playing from deep, who can do what De Zerbi wants to do. Yeah, we need that bare minimum before the start of the season. So that's 2 midfielders, a top left winger, a top striker, clear out the deadwood. And I think if we can do that, then I'll be thinking, okay, things maybe are moving in the right direction. But it doesn't end there for me. Yeah, this is one window. I need to see this across multiple windows before I can make the bold statement of Spurs are moving differently. No,
Dan, I said exactly the same thing. If we go out and have a good window this window, show me it again in January.
Yeah.
No, we can't do as much as you can in the summer, but bring another couple in and move another couple out.
Yep.
Where do we go shopping for these top players?
Listen,
And
it's called what is called in the game, right? Whether people agree or disagree with it or not, it's called squad recycling, people, right? So, for argument's sake, you've got a De Zerbi that comes in. Yeah, they're saying you're our man for the next 5 years. We're paying you. We're gonna offer you big money. Yeah, and you're our man, and we want to build a football team that, you know, around you as manager. We're going to do our best to get behind you and get the players in that you need. That's fine, right? The problem is, a psycho teacher just put in the chat, there is so much dead wood. It ain't going to happen in one window. It's just not going to happen, right? They're after four players now, 2 that they've pretty much confirmed, and the other 2 are close in Van Heck and Savinio, as far as I know. The window's not open yet. Now, I'm not backing Enoch.
No.
Right? I'm not, because there's just as much chance as we do nothing else in the window as there is that we will go and buy a striker. Right? We all know what we need, or we think that we all know what we need in the team. We pretty much all say the same positions, what's required. It's if you believe we'll go out and sort all those positions out before the end of the window. You know, and to
you
do
can't
that,
do it all in one window, mate.
They've probably got to buy, you know, get these 4 in, and then probably, if to achieve everything, just to get a good first 11 on the pitch, and that's without building the squad up, right? They probably need another 5 in the window to make 9 altogether. Yeah. You know, can anyone see them getting another 5 after these 4?
Cookie, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually not just to you, it's to each of you. I want to kind of gauge where you guys are. Where do you want to see Tottenham next season, league-wise?
That all depends on who we've signed.
Somewhere around 10th. Somewhere around there. If they can push on for somewhere
10th to 8th,
around the 8th to 10th spot, somewhere like that.
No. I'm slightly different. With 1 game a week, and I pray we go deep in the cups. I'd love to win an FA Cup again. But I'm looking at, depending on the window, obviously, and only with 1 game a week, I want a Europa spot.
Fair enough.
Sort of like that's somewhere around 8th, though, isn't it? You know,
about 8th and 7th.
Europa League 6th or 7th.
Yeah, well, maybe 8th if 5 getting the Champions League.
Yeah,
I believe 9th or 10th got you in Europe this year.
So you need to have a good window in order to do that.
Yeah, but not everything's going to be done, mind. Not everything is going to be done.
No.
It's not. So,
but I need to see shoots of promise that the team improve next year, because it can't be 17th again. Surely we've only got 1 bloody game a week.
Yeah.
We need to, the 2 positions where we really need to get it right, get it spot on, and the 2 has to be the striker and the ball playing central midfielder, because we need someone so bad who can conduct the tempo of the game. We haven't currently got that at Tottenham, not even close to it. And there are plenty of them out there that are more than capable of doing it. There's plenty of them out there. Striker is going to be very hard to do, because if you do your research, the striker market, if you're looking for an elite striker, there aren't many out there. There really isn't that many out there at all. Striker's going to be the hard one to get. I'd be very happy with Ramos, and I would take Vlahovic as a backup to him on a free. I'll take a punt at them 2.
Thiago at Brentford.
But they're going to want 70 to 80 million pound for him.
Yeah. Spurs are serious, though, Dave.
Yeah.
Spurs are a serious club now. You know what I mean?
Guys, is there any flip flops in the panel tonight? Is there any flip flops here about Ben
Alex
Davis?
ain't said nothing yet. Let's bring Alex in. Big up, Alex. How are you, mate?
Yeah, that's true. Big up, Alex.
Big up, everybody. I just wanted to have a little. This is my little 2 pence in a little bit because I do think you know that movie Black, Men in Black. You know that neutralizer that you have. They had. They used to flash it at people and they completely lost their memory.
Yeah,
I think they do it with Tottenham fans. Honestly. They flash it every single time at the end of the season and just completely forget what happened the last couple of years. You know what I mean? Because I'm hearing about signings and we need multiple windows. What do you need in a club to actually do those windows? Oh yeah, director of football. I forgot that. But it's very hard to get a director of football when you promise the manager that he's the man that's going to be making all decisions on the players.
Exactly.
Which is hence the reason why we can't get a director of football, by the way, because we've done it the other way around. You know what I mean? So people completely forget about that because they think, oh, we just do one good window. Oh, that's really worked out really well for Tottenham, hasn't it? Let's do that again. Yeah, let's do that again because it's done it well with Postecoglou. Did it well with bloody Pochettino that actually had a behind the scenes as well. And if you actually look at top teams, Pep Guardiola couldn't do it on his own, couldn't he? He couldn't do it on his own, couldn't he? He had Tiki Bodestein doing it for him as well. You know what I mean? Even the great Alex Ferguson had good football people behind him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah? So this delusion, right? Even Danny Kiriakou, who I told him to his face, so don't worry about it.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat.
I don't really care. You can say whatever you want because I saw his embarrassment this morning. Right? I still love him. He's still my mate, but he knows why I'm going to call him out. You know what I mean? Like saying now all of a sudden, now he's had the neutralizer, right? Everything's okay now. Everything's okay because we've got Senesi, we've got Robertson. What is the point of bloody getting Davis though? You get what I'm saying? It's like there's no plan. These players were from last bloody January. You know what I mean? So like the problem is at the moment, yes, De Zerbi's a good coach, but again, it's not on the coach. You know what I mean? Yes, he could give a buzz to the players, but he can't do it on his own. He's still got Johan Lang as bloody alongside him that we've all said is absolutely useless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I think that's my problem at the moment. Where's the plan? What is the plan going forward? Yes, we could do well. He could get more at the players. Yes, he can, but he can't do it on his own. You know what I mean? It's proven at big clubs. Look at Aston Villa, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? You know, everything was summed up because I was speaking to Asthmatic. Yeah. Big up to Asthmatic, Spurs Teams TV, like I always do, have a long conversation on the phone with him. Yeah. Right. He says to me, I say to him, why would a director of football want to come to Tottenham when you told the bloody manager he's got all the fucking say on the players? What's the fucking point of the director of football then? What's the bloody point? You know what I mean?
Well, you need Alex.
Yeah, but maybe he's got the last say on the player, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
He's not going to have the last say on the
director of football. Say, I've got this player, this player, this player.
He's got no say on it because you literally told the man, you told De Zerbi, say you've got all the say on the bloody players. So what you've got to have to do, that's why we're going for that Paul Stanley, because he's worked with him. So if you can't get somebody that actually worked with him or like him, you've got no chance. You've got absolutely no chance because no big director of football's coming in wanting to just to say, yeah, you can do whatever you want, De Zerbi. That's worked out well for Tottenham in the past. Have you watched Cavoli and bloody Martin Yole in the past? Look how that worked out. That worked out so well for Tottenham in the past, didn't it? Bloody hell.
Alex, surely they're going to find multiple players and then give De Zerbi the say on the player that he wants.
But that's not the point I'm making, though. You're not listening to me. The point is that De Zerbi can't do it on his own. Look at bloody Newcastle, for goodness sake. That's the proof in the pudding. Eddie Howe does it all on his own. Yes, he got a director of football, but look how it worked out with bloody Paul Mitchell with him. Right?
You're saying you can't work with a you know, a director of football. Is that what you're saying?
Well, at the moment, you picked a director. You picked the manager, right? Without the director of football. Director of football comes in. What is the point of him? What is the point? What is the point?
Unless he wants that director of football.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point.
But surely, Mr. Box Office, I won't address you as your government name, as you've been saying.
Right.
But surely for years we've been saying that we want managers to get the players that they want, no? So if De Zerbi's got somewhat of a say, isn't that better? Because everybody says, oh, well, this manager got this player and he didn't want him and he didn't want this player. So in a way, I'm not saying that, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying that maybe that's what they thought that would be better, because we've tried it where managers haven't got the players that they wanted. So to give De Zerbi more power, more say, that's not necessarily a awful thing, but I do get what you're saying. But we still might get a DOF that comes in. We've got apparently that he turned us down because of what De Zerbi obviously is going to have the power or whatever. But I'm sure that if they will get someone in, it will be someone obviously that De Zerbi wants to work with. Which, I mean, is that a bad thing as well, to have a relationship with a good DOF that he gets on with?
I've never liked the fact that you've got a manager calling the shot too much. Especially, I don't think De Zerbi deserves. I understand he saved us from relegation, but I don't think he's actually on that creme of the creme manager to say, yeah, you're the guy to call all the shots right now. I really don't. I think the only time you can do that is if he's had a couple of good seasons at Spurs, like when Pochettino had proved his point, proved his worth after a couple of seasons. Then you can start saying, okay, cool, we've got to start learning from you. But he's just come in, and I just don't agree with it. I just don't think long term this is going to work out without a football. You need football people behind managers. It's been proven in big clubs. I'm sorry, it's been proven.
Who's pushing for Senesi then? Because he's clearly not a De Zerbi player.
Well, that's Lang. He is now. Yeah. He's absolutely a De Zerbi player.
100%.
But no, yeah, but you're saying that. But we were linked with him before he came in.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's not a good player. If he's a good player, he's a good player. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that, well, hold up, let me speak a sec. If he's a good player and we wanted him before, but he's still a good player now, and De Zerbi wants him still, that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing, because he's a good enough player that, like, he's a good player. It's not like he's a crap player and De Zerbi wants him. So I don't think actually that's a bad thing. He's still a good player, right?
Well, it's that's not the point I'm making. I see what you're saying, but we were linked with him before De Zerbi came in. So like Gallagher, like Andy Robertson, right? Like Savinho. So for me,
okay, let me ask you a question, right? Give me a player that you really love that you'd love to come to Tottenham. You don't know where I'm going with this yet. So just bear with me.
Harvey Barnes.
Right, okay, Harvey Barnes. If we wanted him, hold on, no, that's not the point. That's not the point of the question. If Harvey Barnes was wanted before De Zerbi came, and now he's still wanted, and we get him for De Zerbi, would you be upset about that because you wanted him previously?
No, but I just don't think.
Right?
I just don't see that where this is. I don't think this is going to work long term. I just don't think it's going to work long term. I think you're taking a big gamble. Especially that, yeah, I think maybe short term it might work out. It might be a bit of a buzz. You know what I mean? You might, because he's a coach, yes, and might take a bit. You know, you see the remnants of him seeing improving players, yes, but I just don't see it working long term without a proper football guy behind him, actually running the ship behind him, because that's what's happened with big teams. Right? And if you want him to be long term, that's what you need. That's what you need. Arteta has a big guy behind him. He had Edu behind him, right? Then he had the other guy who came from Spain, right? Berta. You know what I mean? It's proven at big clubs. You know what I mean? And I know it's going to take time, and I still stick by what I say. I still want a lot of those players out, and I'm saying it because that's what I want. So then you got the message from me, right? I'm not leaving any prisoners anymore. Right, so for me, you know my feelings on each player. So then I don't have people telling me, "Oh, you need to give a Charleston a chance." You need to give I've told you I didn't want them, so you got my point on that one. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But I just don't think you need a structure. This is why we're going back to what we said before, and which I'm not changing on this, right? Just because the Zerbi's kept us up, right? That we haven't got a structure or plan or football people behind this person, right? It will not work with just the Zerbi calling the shots. It's not going to work.
How do you know, Alex? How do you know?
Ain't no mug.
Yeah. How do you know, right, that what we're doing right now, what they're planning or what they have planned is not going to work? How do you know?
So I've got how many years of experience of watching Tottenham, seeing that
That's
this
not the question
not work or what work at all. So that's where the skepticism comes from.
No, that's not the question I asked, Alex. I asked, how do you know?
Well, I've said, I've just gave you the answer. I've literally just given you the answer.
That's not an
I've
answer.
gave the answer. No. You've just given me the answer.
You're assuming.
You can call
You're
me
assuming
that,
that,
but that's the answer. That's the answer I've given you. You can't say that's
Alex,
not the answer I've just given you. Well, I've just given you an answer. I've just
You're
given you an
assuming.
answer. So what answer do you want, Danny? If you're going to tell me, so you're telling me what the answer is. So you answered the question.
Alex,
you just asked me a question.
Stop.
That's your opinion, Alex. You're assuming that. You're assuming that. De Zerbi ain't no mug. He knows the players he wants, and he ain't got the players in yet that he wants, has he?
Again, we're going back to the Zerbi. We're going back to the Zerbi again. We're going back to the Zerbi thing again.
Alex, can you just stop for a second?
He's been in the game a long
right?
time. He's been in the game a long time. He knows the players he wants. You wait and see.
You're very pessimistic when it comes to Spurs, right? And I understand because of Levy, Enoch, all that bollocks, right? But you need to understand something in life, right? Things change, right? And none of us can sit here and the answer to the question I asked, right, is that you don't know, right? You do not know what is going to happen. None of us know, right?
So,
that is the answer,
so that was
right?
just a question that you just gave. You just gave so you could answer yourself then. So what was the point of you answering the question? I'll give you the answer.
Wait, stop talking for a second because you're going around in a circle.
No, I'm not going around in a circle. You just asked me a question. And then you said I gave you an answer, and then you said it wasn't the right answer. So then you gave your answer saying, well, it's the correct answers don't know. It's like a game show, yeah, that you give a question. And then you give an answer. Oh, we can't answer that question. I'll give the answer. Like, you know what I mean? What's the point in that?
Can someone just give me a gun so I can shoot myself?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, bloody hell.
Right. Let DK say his thing, Alex, and then you can.
Alex, stop waffling and going in a circle about something completely irrelevant to what the conversation was about, right? Right, because it's nonsensical. It's absolutely no sense whatsoever what you just said. Anyway,
what do you mean I've not just said what I just said?
Right.
Okay,
because
say what you're
the
going to say.
question I asked, right? I'm trying to get into the way you think, right? The question I asked you was, how do you know, right? And the answer is you don't know, right? And what Biker had said to you is it's your assumption and your opinion, which is spot on, right? It's because you are looking at what's happened in the past, right? To give your opinion on what you think is going to happen, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Bullshit.
What?
Bullshit.
That is literally the definition of your opinion.
This is bullshit. No, this is bullshit.
I don't know how to talk to this geezer now.
No, you're bullshitting, right? I'm sorry, you know what you're bullshitting. Because like I said before, I just gave you the answer, but what previously happened before, what's happened previously before, I'm going on what the podcast is. But how can you say that I'm being wrong when you just say, well, you don't know what's happened? We've seen what's happened in the past, but because we've seen with that big man.
Someone else would have tried.
How is that not right? You're chatting waffle. Right, we're just following the followers that you follow on the bloody other channels like Luba and bloody Sean Butler. I'm sorry, don't try that shit with me. No, Alex, I'm sorry, you're chatting shit. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. Sorry,
Alex. Ask Danny a question. Why don't you ask Danny a question? Take it from there. Come back at him.
Well, I'm just. I've got nothing to say because I don't know what else to say on it because I just think for me. I've just gave my opinion on why I feel the way I feel. What's happened in the past from Tottenham to make you think things are going to change? when they've proven over time that they've not changed.
Alex,
and don't just say that we can play 3 times before the transfer window.
That is something different. That is something different. So how can you not use that as evidence to say that something might change?
Well, we did this before when Conte was in charge. Remember that? And people were getting excited about that, weren't we? Yeah, remember that?
So is it not logical to think? Is it not logical to think, Alex, that you wait until the transfer window is done to make a judgment on what you think the board have reacted and how they reacted? Because I think it's a bit obvious that if they don't do enough, right, then nothing has changed. But if they do something completely different, then something is changing. Is that not fair?
All I'm going to say, right, I'm going to button here. All I'm going to say is that now I must be one of the most, well, we all are. I must be one of the most Enoch out people on it. But if they show me this window and they actually improve the team and they continue to do it in the winter, next summer, the following winter, the following summer, and it goes on for 3 or 4 years, they will earn my respect. Maybe not trust, but they will get my respect. Because any of us on this whole panel want is owners at the football club that put the football first. Well, apart from you, Pete. Sorry, I forgot you were on here. All the rest of us.
I do want to see Spurs do well.
All we want, all the rest of the 8, we want all the rest of the 8 on here. All we want is owners that give a monkeys about the football, put the football first, and try and improve the club to compete to win things. Yeah. And for a club the size of Tottenham, with all of the bloody assets in the bloody shiny stadium and the best training ground in the world, that is not asking too much, in my opinion.
We all want that, don't we? We all want this
Mark, you've been saying that for how many years now? How many years have you said that?
Alex. Yes, we all have. Yeah. And we've all been on the protests. We've all been there and marched up the road for Enoch and all that. But if they can show me over the next 2 to 3 years, at the moment, with the way this transfer window has started, they get a pass at the moment. They get
based on what?
Because I've got nothing to criticise.
This is exactly what I'm talking about now.
What have I got to criticise them?
Yeah, but this is the problem. This is the problem. This is where we're different. Right? Right? And I'm going to have to stop talking because other people need to speak. Right?
No, you're right, Alex.
No, because I've got my own channel to say it. You know what I mean? And there's lovely people on this panel. Even Danny. Don't get used to it, Danny, but you are my mate, regardless. That's why I love you. And you actually turn up, to be fair to you. You know what I mean? Unlike some people. But my point is, though, right, is that like I don't think after how many years of this, I'm not
convinced.
I'm not convinced. I'm sorry. This was easy for them.
That's understandable,
easy, right? Because let's be honest here, right? It couldn't get any worse. It couldn't get any worse because it was like saying, right, you've been burnt 2 times.
The Onyx had the shock of their lives this season.
You know what I mean? And you're going to get away with it next season because now I've heard Ipswich manager's gone. Hull, after watching that playoff final, I don't think you're going to be afraid about them. You know what I mean? And then you've got commentary.
Can I ask a question to Alex or whoever wants to take it? Do you not think that after what happened the last 2 seasons, right, that the fact that we were so close to going to the championship, that they have to do something different?
They've had the shock of their lives.
Yeah, because if they don't, their asset, which is what they care about the most,
it's going to plummet. It's going to
plummet, right?
Yeah.
So whoever wants to take it, do you not think that maybe, just maybe, we will see something we haven't seen before this summer? And also, just to remind Alex, Daniel Levy is not there anymore. Just to remind you, it's the first summer without him.
Yeah.
All right. Just to remind you that.
It's what we're all hoping for, isn't it?
Well, I'll take this.
I'm going to remember this, Danny. Danny. Everything you said today and everything you've been saying over the show, I'm going to remember this. And then when you start having your little rant in the middle of the season about Ben Davies and all that, I'll remind you of this. I'll clip this and remind you what you just said. I'll remind you just what you just said.
Is a
I've
smart
even
signing.
seen people in the chat. I've even seen somebody who now turned up in the chat because he follows Mr. Box Office all day long, right? I'm not going to name his name because he doesn't need the airtime, right? So I'm remembering all this energy right now, and when you start, having your little rant on with Sim on We Are Tottenham TV, remember Mr. Box Office is going to be on your back. You know what I mean? Yeah, just remember that. Yeah, remember that.
The transfer window, Alex.
Oh, Danny, watch out! Mr. Box Office is after you.
I know.
No, but the thing is for me,
I'm shitting my pants.
The thing is for me. The thing is for me.
I think I just shit myself.
The thing is for me, right? Until they convince me that they have changed, then in my mind, nothing has changed. But if we have a good this window, and the team, and we can all see that the team has improved, results-wise, player-wise, that's all we want as fans. That's all we've ever wanted.
I'm with you, Sheriff. I'm with you. I think if they bring in 6 or 7 players that completely improve the squad and get rid of 6 or 7, then that's a start. It's a good start.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll be with that, son.
Yeah, I'm happy with
We're
that.
not going to clear out all the crap that we've got in our squad
and
get all the replacements in one window. To expect that, then just expect the miracles.
And just to elaborate, like what James is saying here, I think this is kind of what maybe all of us might feel. Maybe not Alex. I don't know who else feels differently, but I feel that we are going to do something we haven't seen before. Because if they don't, I think they will have a repeat of last season, right? Because if we have injuries again or things like this, then it's going to be really, really toxic, and it's not going to be good. So I think I'm hoping, but I think the way they're moving at the moment, if they have to keep moving, and I've said this so many times, it's not how they start, it's how they finish the window. So I want to see 7 players, 6 or 7. Like quality level players, the kind of players we've been linked with, to come into the squad, and a couple and the same out. That's what I want to see.
The last thing I'm going to say on this matter is, right, if we do well this window, they get a little pass, but I've still got the drum here ready to bang and beat if they don't do it in the winter or next summer.
Absolutely,
if they resort to type like they normally do, the drum is still here to start banging the Enoch theme again.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Does anyone think that Enoch will move differently, or do they? Or I want to hear what other people think.
Well, Ben Davies re-signing Davies is not really moving forward, is it?
That was the next question.
Ben Davies, come on.
That was the next question. What do people think about? Danny's just said that Tottenham moving differently. Do people see it that Spurs are moving differently? Re-signing Ben Davies on another year.
He's only there to do his badges, isn't he?
He's only there.
He's
only there to do his badges. He won't, unless we have stupid, ridiculous injuries again.
He's not going to play.
Get in the game.
He won't.
I'll ask all the panel a question then. I'm not happy with Ben Davies signing contract extension. Say, for example, we've got a massive centre back problem again, loads of injuries. Who would you rather play at centre back, Ben Davies or Archie Gray?
It's exactly what I was saying. Exactly why I think they've done it.
Why don't they replace Ben Davies?
And to be honest, we started the show with saying I have no problem Ben Davies signing again.
Why don't replace him though? Why don't they replace him?
Because I said this on one of the brunches I was on earlier this week. Let's face it, he's getting no minutes. Unless
we are
truly cursed with 1 game a week and we get even more injuries than we did last year.
Just going to get his coaching badge, Dan. That's it.
Look,
that is literally it.
Has everyone on this panel been asking for Ben Davies to go for years? Yeah, I'm sure.
I think
in the chat.
Whatever we say, it ain't going to change, is it? Whatever we say ain't going to change. It's happened.
But they're defending it. Everyone's defending Ben Davies.
We're not really, no. Because at the end of the day, I don't think he's good enough to play for Spurs anymore. But at the end of the day, it's happening, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Of course, but we don't have to like it.
No, we don't like it.
Can I give my take on it, Dan? because I'm someone who is. I think maybe we can all agree that none of us want Ben Davies at this football club, right? I think probably everyone can unanimously agree on that, right?
I'd rather get someone better.
Trying to move on,
right? Yeah, exactly. We all would rather have someone better, but the problem we have is, like Daryl's just said, Davies is for me. Well, I agree, Davies is a smart signing. I know he's taking the piss, but for me, it's a smart signing. The reason why is what some of you have said already tonight, right? The fact that if we have a catastrophe of injuries, right, Ben Davies is competent enough to do okay, right? And the thing is, we're not playing in Europe. And if we do sign Van Hecker, right, you've got Van Hecker, you've got Senesi, Van de Ven, you've got Danso, right? And who knows if they're going to get rid of Dragusin or Romero as well. They probably will. But just say Dragusin.
If we don't get rid of none of them, there's 6 players in front of him.
Well, this is the thing.
It's a waste of a squad position.
But the thing is, right? The reason why they're not gonna just not sign him up is because Ben Davies is happy to not play a game of football, right? And the reason why, because if we do have injuries like we have suffered the way we have done in the last 3 years, we cannot afford to play a youngster that could completely change it. With Ben Davies, you know he's competent enough to do a job, right?
6 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly. And the problem is that we have
go at Stoke.
What?
Yeah, they
Why
could
don't
do. But
why don't they sell him, get rid of him, and bring in a competent player, a better player? We need a better left back. We need a better left back. There's other positions in this squad that need filling. Ben Davies keeping him around is just pointless.
But do you know why, Dan? You're not looking at it.
I don't see it.
Yeah, because let me explain it. It's because, right, Tottenham are playing 1 game a week, right?
Yeah.
They have 4 central defenders. At the moment, we've got Senesi, we've got Davies, we've got Romero. Yes, 6, right? We are playing 1 game a week. How are those players going to all stay happy and content because they're not going to get they're not going to get even game time, right? If you're playing Europe, it's a lot easier to juggle the defense around and give them ample game time between them, which keeps the squad happy, right? The trouble managers have in modern football is keeping everyone happy, because if a player is sitting on the bench, right, for the whole season, they are not going to be happy, right? They want to play. So Ben Davies, what he does, if you bring in a defender who's better than Ben Davies, right, you cannot have let's just say a better defender than Ben Davies, right? Then you've got Senesi, Van de Ven, you've got Danso, and you've got if we get Van Hecker, right? That's 5 centre backs that are competing for 1-2 spots, right? In a 1 game a week season. It makes absolute no sense, right?
And I'm just
from every aspect.
I'm just going to butt in here, Danny.
Go on.
At the end of the season, De Zerbi personally called out Ben Davies for the morale he brings to the dressing room.
Yeah.
And the big ups he was giving to the team that helped us survive.
Yeah, but the Sheriff, make Ben Davies the new club mascot. He's too old to be taking up a team squad number.
Look, I have no problem with Ben Davies staying. None whatsoever.
Right. Are you saying that because De Zerbi said that? Or because if it was Thomas Frank that said that, I bet you weren't saying that.
It's logical. For me, it's logical. It makes logical sense.
I don't agree.
Hang on a minute, because I'll mute you all. It's my channel.
One at a time, yes. Please.
Right. Ben Davies has been a loyal servant to this club, and I have always rated him. Always rated Ben Davies. Did I want him to stay at Tottenham? No. But his attitude, as De Zerbi called out, bigging up the team and the morale he brings, he's, put it this way, I bet on one of the breakfasts, no, he will not get a single Premier League minute. And he's
I said this already,
and
Mark.
he's
I
only
agree.
He's only staying, reportedly, rumours, on half the wage he was on to do his coaching badges, which I've got no problem with.
He's signed up as a reserve player.
Coaching job. Give him a coaching job.
He is.
If that's the case, give him a coaching job, not a player role.
Well, they still got to pay him for that.
But if it was Thomas Frank, saying that, would you have the same energy?
You're still not understanding.
No,
Alex,
now you're not answering my question. If it was Thomas Frank,
let me answer then. Are you going to let me answer?
If Thomas Frank said the same thing,
are you going to keep
not
waffling?
the popular manager of Tottenham fan base, if he said the same thing, would you be saying this, have the same energy?
Alex, this is not the point. The point is that we have so much problems in our squad right now. They cannot do everything in one window. So if we've already started by transforming the defense, right? If we by getting Senesi, Robertson, Van Hecker, to add to what we've already got, that is fucking amazing, right? That is amazing. Right? Hold on, let me finish. Oh my god!
If it was Thomas Frank that said the same thing that De Zerbi just said, because that's what Marx just said. De Zerbi just said, "Oh, he's a great character around. He cheers it." If that was Thomas Frank said that, if Thomas Frank did that, would you have the same energy?
Thomas Frank is different, Alex. He's a different manager. Completely different. None of us wanted Thomas Frank.
Now we know.
None of us wanted Thomas Frank. None of us wanted Thomas Frank. I never wanted Thomas Frank in the first place.
That's the point.
So why would I listen to Frank?
Would you have the same energy?
Alex, let me answer, right? I wouldn't, because I don't trust Frank as a manager. I never wanted him at Spurs.
There we go.
Are you not listening?
My point.
Alex,
thank you
are you not
very
listening?
much. You just dug this of a hole there. Thank you very much.
How is that hole, Alex?
Thank you very much.
How?
You literally just proved the point. This is because De Zerbi said this and said that and said this. Well, if Thomas Frank said it, no, I don't trust Thomas Frank though.
Because does anyone in this panel wanted Thomas Frank as the manager?
Davis is okay, but if it's not another manager, it's not okay. Is that what we're saying here now?
Alex, you're not understanding. You understand in life, right? There has to be context with everything you say, right? You can't just say a random statement and have no background context to it.
This is
right?
diplomatic. Let's talk about that.
Alex, stop talking for a second, for fuck's sake. De Zerbi, right, is a top manager. And he's the exact type of manager I want at Spurs. Passionate. He knows he's a man motivator. He's a man manager. He cares, right? And he plays the right style of football, right? He's everything you want in a manager, right? And what he's done, Alex, let me talk.
Hang on, one at a time. Come on, let's get to the point.
What he has done in a short space of time is something that no manager has ever achieved, taking over with only 7 games left. No manager has ever saved the club from relegation with 7 games left. Never, right? For what he has done, right, he's shown me enough to say, I want him to do exactly what he wants, because I believe he can take us to the top. I really believe that.
If he gets the backing from the club. You're not listening to me now.
Alex, you're still not listening.
You're not listening to me, though. You're not listening to me. You've just proven my point. You've just proven my point. No, I'm not. Don't do that, Denny. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
Alex, you're not listening.
No, don't do that.
You just come with an agenda.
No. You're not come with an agenda. I've just proven my point right now. No, because
you haven't proved any point.
To the wall now, because you know to the wall now. You literally just said. Just said. I've made the point that if it was Thomas Frank that said the same thing that De Zerbi just said, you just said, I don't trust Thomas Frank, right?
That's right. I don't trust Thomas Frank. I never wanted him at Spurs.
If your favourite manager. Oh, now Davis is the right guy to stay at top.
That's not what I'm saying at all. You're not listening again. You're really not listening, Alex.
Joe, I just thought about, guys, is that although I'm not actually somebody who was champion for Davies to stay, because I did think, like, we're paying him, what's the point and whatnot. The fact is, we do need homegrown players, and he is one of those as well. So I think that probably, whilst it's not great or ideal, I think that he will be named for that reason. And
we're not in Europe.
We still need them in the Prem.
We're not in Europe,
Mayor, you're wrong. You don't need it for homegrown players.
In Prem, I'm sure that you'd still.
No, we don't have to select the amount that they ask.
Yeah.
So
I think it's still
not,
a minimum, though. I'm pretty sure it's still a minimum. Check.
It's a number we need
I
to
think
give.
I think she's right. I think she is right.
No.
Well, can you not tell me I'm not until you check the facts? Someone check it first.
I've looked it up today. I looked it up today. It's not. I'm 100%. I looked it up today, Mia.
But we don't need any homegrown players in our squad
We
at all.
need homegrown players, but we don't have to keep Ben Davies for that reason.
Well, how many do we need is what I'm asking.
Well, there's 17
So what you're saying,
homegrown.
what you're saying, Alex, is like because both of them have said the same thing, like one of them or the other one's wrong. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that Danny said that because even Mark said it because the Zerbi said, Davis was very good to cheer up the players and stuff like that. My point was, if it was the other foot of if it was Thomas Frank that said it, would you have the same?
Why are we even talking about Thomas Frank?
No, because I'm just making the
Why
point.
are you even talking about
homegrown players in the Premier League?
8 homegrown players in the Premier League, did you say?
There we go. So we haven't got. That's probably.
That's probably why.
You have to have minimum 8 homegrown players in your 25-man squad.
So if you look at it,
you don't have to name a 25-man squad. You don't have to name a 25-man squad.
How many have we actually got? Solanke, we've got Spence, we've got Madders. Who else have we got? That's what I'm saying. Like,
you don't have to name 25 players in the squad. You can name 23.
But you still need a minimum of. It doesn't matter. You still need a minimum of.
What Julia says here is right. You have to register a minimum of 8 homegrown players. You have to.
That's right. You do.
No, you don't.
Dan, it's the Premier League rules, mate.
I've looked it up today. No, you can name a 23-man squad if you don't meet the quota. You can name a 23-man squad. So that means you don't have to have 8. You've got 17 non-homegrown players.
Premier League clubs are required to register a minimum of 8 homegrown players in their 25-season squad.
Yeah, you have to. You have to, mate. You have to.
Okay. Well,
because I'll tell you why. Because isn't it that Ben Davies in the Premier League is registered as homegrown, but in Europe is not registered as homegrown?
No, he's registered as homegrown in Europe.
Wasn't that the issue we had with Ben Davies?
So I'm just going to clarify what Dan said. If you have a 23-man squad, you still need 6 minimum.
Yeah, that's right.
So you still need 6, and we haven't got 6. Correct. We haven't got. If you think about it, Archie as well. We haven't really got 6.
You've got Gallagher, haven't we, as well?
Oh, Gallagher. Yeah, Gallagher.
Our current
Danzo counts as well.
Yeah, the youngsters, the young striker as well. We've still got Scarlett, haven't we?
Brendan
Austin.
Danzo don't count because he wasn't born here. He wasn't born here, was he?
Yeah, he was. He came through Everton.
I think it's about academy, isn't it? It's about academy.
Oh, academies. Okay, what academy?
The academy in
Everton, I think it was
in the English Premier League or something like that.
Tottenham's Dominic Solanke, James Maddison, Brennan Johnson, Ben Davies, Giad Spence, Brandon Austin, and Kevin Danso.
Yeah.
And we've got more because we've got Conor Gallagher.
I'm just so surprised, guys. I'm so surprised. Everyone's defending the Ben Davies re-signing when we've wanted him at the club for years. Well, we want change at this club. And we're all just justifying it and not calling out Enoch and saying enough is enough. Ben Davies has got to go. I'm just surprised. I am surprised.
I don't understand.
Going and we can't control that, so I don't understand what you expect.
You're justifying it. You're going, okay, it's all right. It's not just you, me. A lot of people on the panel.
Even if I justify it, even if I justify it again, what difference does that make?
Why can't you call it out and just say it's time to change?
If I'm going to condemn it, it doesn't make any difference because I don't make any. It doesn't make any difference to what actually happens in reality. He signed, and that's that. Whether I condemn it or not.
Yeah, fair enough. But when we're talking about the change, and we want Enoch to change, and we want the club to do better, keeping Ben Davies is the complete opposite that we all want. Come on, let's be honest with ourselves.
I agree.
I would rather have Ben Davies than not have that option because if we have injuries like
wanted him out for years.
Yeah,
Danny,
but
you've wanted him out for years. Why are you saying it? Why can't you just say?
Right.
I don't get it.
Right, England's on in 5 minutes. We're going to wrap it up there.
Oh, fuck England.
No, I need
fuck England.
Studies for
fucking rubbish international friendly.
Costa Rica, isn't it? Is it Costa Rica?
Yeah, Costa Rica, they're playing. Rain
Yeah, no.
delay play, apparently. So
It looks like I'm staying up till midnight.
I did want Ben Davies out, right? And I still want him out. But what I'm trying to tell you is that for another season, he is good for a reserve player. He's not going to play. So why does it bother you so much?
It doesn't change anything, does it?
To be fair,
Why does it not change anything?
It doesn't change anything. Keeping Ben Davies is the complete.
Why does it not change anything?
Oh my days, Danny, don't you get it?
Right. Enough.
I don't understand how.
I don't get it. Honestly, I don't know.
Hey, listen, I just will say, can always continue this on the brunch tomorrow. Whoever can jump on. The sheriff will be in town. If anyone wants to jump on in the morning, who's available, you're all more than welcome.
Fun,
if you're about in the morning, jump on, mate. Whoever's
all right, mate.
In the chat, whoever, Rowley, whoever is about, Pete, you're more than welcome.
Cheers for having me on, guys.
Listen, we were just going to run until the England game, so we've done that. Big up to everyone. Listen, get over to everyone. Get over to Dave at Spurs Syndrome. Get over to Rowley at Biker Yid. Get over to Mia at Tottenham's Lone Wolf. Get over to the Danalist at the Danalist. And get over to Mr. Box Office TV and
Post Office TV.
Whichever you want to call
I'm
it.
gonna have so much fun with you.
This conversation will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow,
Mr. Postman.
On the breakfast brunch.
So much fun.
The boss is talking now. The breakfast brunch tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Sub to everyone. Big up to the chat as well. Big up to the chat.
That's been fun.
Super sticker from Logan tonight as well.
Big up,
I'll just bring that up. There you go. Big up, Logan. Really appreciate that, mate. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, breakfast brunch. Some might be there, some might not be. But the conversation will continue about, no doubt, Daddy Davis. As usual, as always, Mark, come on.
Come on, you Spurs.
You Spurs. I'll let Mark.
Au revoir.
Yes.
Good night.
Big up.